Yes, I think we have. I think we've worked. Right, we'll try again. Hello everyone, good evening, welcome back to Premier League Dad. My name is Key, we are live for Bournemouth against Manchester United, Friday night football. How are we all doing? We've finally got to the end of the week and the start of a new Premier League game week. Game week 31, Bournemouth against Manchester United, starting us off. And then it finishes with the Carabao Cup final, Arsenal against Manchester City. Obviously, that's not necessarily in the Premier League game week. It finishes technically with Tottenham and Forest, I think, doesn't it? Tottenham and Forest and Villa and West Ham. Those two are playing. But then it's obviously the Carabao Cup final straight after that. We'll be live for that as well tomorrow, by the way. Sunday. We'll be live for the Carabao Cup final on Sunday. And we'll be live for Real Madrid against Atletico Madrid Sunday night. 8 o'clock Madrid derby. Should be a hell of a game. But we want to talk about United. We want to talk about United and Bournemouth tonight. Apparently there's only 5 players who've played for these two teams in the Premier League. I didn't know that. There's only 5 players who have played for both Bournemouth and Manchester United in the Premier League era. In the Premier League, though. I mean, actually in the Premier League. There's not too many. Sorry, I say 5. It's 4. It's actually 4. It's 4 who've played for Bournemouth and Man United in the Premier League era. And actually in the Premier League for both clubs. And many of them I didn't even know. Bring on United, how are we doing? I'm good, mate. How are you? How are you diddling? Nick, hi Key. What do you predict? Villarreal, Sociedad. I see a draw. I think Villarreal. I'll always back the Yellow Submarine in that one. Zach Taylor, who are they? Rio Ferdinand apparently had a brief spell with Bournemouth. John O'Shea is another one. Josh King is the obvious one. Ethan Laird is another one who came out the United Academy, played a couple of games for them, and then went to Bournemouth around about 2015, 2016. But yeah, Rio Ferdinand, John O'Shea having brief spells there. Chris Casper is another one who came out the United Academy, had a bit of a career at Bournemouth. But there's not too many. 4 or 5 players in the history of these two clubs have gone on to play for each other. One thing I did want to talk about tonight, by the way, is Andoni Iraola. Andoni Iraola, Bournemouth manager. I don't know if you've seen the breaking news tonight coming out of La Liga, but Ernesto Valverde, the manager of Athletic Bilbao, has announced that he will be stepping down at the end of the season. Now, Ernesto Valverde, very, very good manager, very experienced. He's done very well with Bilbao. Got them back in Europe for next year, you would imagine, as well. And yeah, he's done very, very well. However, he's leaving, and Andoni Iraola is like a club legend, a club icon at Bilbao. Spent most of his career there, and I am certain that he is going to be favourites. I am certain that he is going to be favourites for going back in. Bring on United, all good, my dude. Looking forward to tonight's game. How are you doing? I am very good, mate. How are you? More importantly. What are we saying? What else have I missed? Edward, how's it going, lad? John, when's it going to end, Robbie? Yeah, I don't see the issue with Dom Solanke. I really don't, to be honest. I really don't. Jay Sekini, is Valverde retiring or just leaving? I think he's just leaving. I don't know if he'd maybe be up for coming to the Prem and having a long-awaited crack at the Premier League. Goodison Road, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. New face on the channel, I think, Goodison Road. I've not seen that name before. How are you doing, sir? Or miss, I don't know. I apologise if I've jumped the gun there, but wonderful to see you. Leon United, Alisson injured. Yeah, Alisson out. Alisson is out and probably going to be out for a few weeks. He's going to miss the Brazil game as well. So yeah, Alisson out, Mamadashvili in tomorrow. Salah out as well tomorrow for Liverpool Brighton. I don't fancy us to get a result tomorrow. I really don't. I've predicted that I really do think it's going to be a Liverpool draw tomorrow. We can't play Wednesday night with an already stretched side and then play 12:30 Saturday. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen at all. Prince Rupert, yes, another Everton fan in the chat. Let's go. I'm 20 years old, mate. Hey, well, it's all good. We've got young and old in here, mate. We've got young and old. It's a nice mix on the channel in terms of age and maturity. Maturity not always in line with age, to be fair. We've got some old fogies who are very immature. Nixie, how's it going, lad? Love the Friday night football. Alisson is so injury prone, it's a joke. He's not injury prone. He's not. He's just having a bad couple of years, to be honest. And this season's been pretty poor for him, to be honest. Scudetto al Napoli. Really? Do you think? I can't see it. I can't see past Inter. Connor, how's it going, lad? Zach Taylor says, Tyne-Weir derby this week. Come on, Sunderland. I'm a United fan. And Gamer Guru says, squad for the national friendlies is a telling sign for the squad he will take. But it's such a big squad, isn't it? It's like 35 players. There's no way he's taking... Well, he can't take all of them. But I think there's a lot of players in there who'll miss out. I was intrigued. I think everyone that he will take is in that squad, though. So, like, there was questions about, like, Harvey Barnes. There was questions about Max Dowman, bizarrely. I don't know why there was questions about Max Dowman. But there was questions about all these players who hadn't made that squad. Trent as well. There's no way he's taking Trent. If he hasn't picked Trent for those 2 friendlies, he ain't taking him to a World Cup. It just ain't happening. Avail yourself of that thought. Trent could literally win the Premier League, could win La Liga and the Champions League. He ain't going. He is not going. Goodison Road says Everton 3-2 tomorrow. I think you'll get a result against Chelsea. I agree. Chelsea are all over the place at the minute. Really struggling. Get on to Richard Arlison for the Fleurs. Hoggy, when's Isak back? Apparently it's 2 weeks. 2 more weeks before we see Alexander Isak back in training, potentially ready to come off the bench. But let's be honest, you're not going to see the best of Alexander Isak this season. I think he's expected back in 2 weeks. The PSG first leg is 3 weeks. The second leg is 4 weeks. Now, I think we're not going to see him until, realistically, like the Champions League semi-final. And I mean, that's at that point we may be able to start him. He's not had a pre-season. It's going to be so tough. Nixie says World Cup, it's a 26-man squad. And it's 35, isn't it? Isn't this 35 he's picked? It's 30 plus, isn't it? Hoggy, are we losing that extra place? No, we're not. No, we're miles ahead in the coefficient. We're nowhere near losing it. John Wilson. Mate, John. Listen, we've got loads of Everton fans in, mate. You don't need to spam the same name over and over again, I promise you. We all saw it. Jay Sakini says there's no need to rush him back unless Hugo gets injured. Do you think Ghana goes to the World Cup? No, I don't think so. Sorry, that was actually a fly. I'm not just losing my mind. Nixie says Isak is essentially a write-off this season, just a bonus when he does whatever he does this year. He's so far behind fitness-wise. Exactly. Yeah, I agree. Daddy O says he said Trent doesn't play how he wants to play. I respect his honesty. He's not saying he isn't good, just that he doesn't fit his system. And that's entirely fair. There's the Manchester United lineup. Senna Lamans, Dalot, Yoro, Maguire, Shaw, Casemiro, Mainu, Ahmad, Bruno Fernandes, Cunha and Mbermo up front. Big news as well today, by the way, that Harry Maguire is about to sign a new contract. How surprising is that? Harry Maguire signing a new contract with Manchester United absolutely shocked me to my core, I have to say. I did not think Harry Maguire would be staying. But there you go. Gamer Guru, depends how bad the leg break was. That's a major injury. I hope he still has the best of his career to come. But we shall see. Big injury, that. Very big injury. Yeah, very big injury, and he didn't have a pre-season. He only just got back to some semblance of fitness before the leg break. We're not going to see the best of him this year. We have to really just get that out of our head. Daz Talks, how's it going, lad? Johnny, how's it going? Aaron says Mainu should go, and I think he will. Mainu has an advantage in the fact that he's in a position in the pitch that we're not particularly blessed with sort of deep-lying midfielders. I think, or I would have expected, he takes Wharton. I think he'll take Wharton over Mainu. I'd be surprised if he takes Mainu. To be honest, I'd be surprised if he takes Mainu over Garner. I think James Garner's had a better season than Mainu, quite comfortably actually. 35 man for the friendlies, yeah. So it's 9. He's got to drop 9 from that squad. That's what he's got to work out in his head. Goodison Road says Branthwaite and Tarkowski back in training as well. That's very big because you really missed them against Arsenal last week. Do you think Branthwaite will go left back again? Because that's what he seems to be doing that at the minute, doesn't he? He seems to be going with like a back 4 of centre-backs almost. Let's put Branthwaite left back, Jake O'Brien at right back, and then Keane and Tarkowski through the middle. That might be another option for Everton because they're very, very difficult to break down that way. Ollie, what games are you doing next week? I don't know off the top of my head. I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know because it's obviously an international break. So starting Monday, we're scratching around for games. Basically, next week I think back end of the week it gets a bit easier. It's going to be friendlies, but we're doing some National League games. We're doing some Segunda Liga games. We're just going to have some like quiz nights and things on here where I'm still live every day. I'll still be live, but we're going to do some things, some challenges, some Premier League Dad challenges. I've come up with some ideas. It is quite good to be fair, but challenges that I want your help with, right? So we're going to do them live together. While we'll have games on in the background. There's a game on Monday. It's Castellon against Cultural Leonesa in the Spanish Second Division. That is on Monday night, 7:30. You can watch it along with me. You're more than welcome to. But that's not necessarily the highlight of the stream. We'll be doing other things. Lorenzo, what channel is it on? This one is on Sky Sports main event. I'd hate to see it, but maybe he does. Daz, Key, who's your right winger for tomorrow? I think it's going to be Engamoa. Yeah. Keith, how's it going? Happy Friday to you too, sir. Arteta in says, Key, what do you think about the England call-ups? Some very, very decent players picked. Quite a few that have been left out. But I think there'll be a fair few who don't make it. Obviously, from that 35-man squad, there's only 26 he can take. So, yeah, 9 aren't going. Be interesting to see which 9. And looking at that, in fact, that's maybe something we need to do. Maybe we do that on the channel. Maybe we do that in the build-up to this game. Which 9 players do you think? Let's have a look at the... Should I get the England squad up on the screen? I'll get the England squad up on the screen, and what we'll do is we'll go through and we'll pick which 9 players he leaves. What do you think? Should we do that? Should we do that before the game? Clarky, what's your prediction for tonight, Key? I think 1-1. If Man United score 2, they'll win. Bournemouth have scored 1 goal in their last 4 games. They've got 3 0-0s in their last 4 games, Bournemouth. Very, very good defensively. Not so hot going forward. So this is going to be a big old test for Bournemouth. I think defensively United are stronger. Offensively United are stronger than they have been all season. So if Bournemouth can keep them out, maybe even just limit them to 1 goal, there's every chance to get a draw, yeah. Ronaldo the GOAT, Key, 6 days to my birthday. Well, will keep us informed. Happy birthday for then, mate. Gate Magoo just celebrated like I always do now with a cup of tea. Used to be a big drinker, too much at one point, but no now. I'm glad to hear that, mate. I'm glad to hear that. Stick to Darjeeling. The old Darjeeling will not send you wrong. Chi last game between these teams was 4-4, by the way. Oh yeah, it was at Old Trafford. We were live for that one. It was a good game. Daz says lower wages and 1-year deal for Maguire. He's been phenomenal. And Aaron only an extra year. Don't want to lose him on a free. Fair enough. That's fair. It's very fair. Bradley, who do you think will win the Ballon d'Or? Who do I think will win the Ballon d'Or? I genuinely, and I mean this in the nicest way, this is no reflection on you, I genuinely don't care. I genuinely don't care because I don't think it's picked on merit. I think it's picked politically, and none of us will know. So Dembele was a ridiculous shout last year. And I have no interest in watching the Ballon d'Or because I just don't think there's any real merit to it anymore. So I've honestly no interest in it. It's zero interest. Kane, if they win this, well, listen, Kane should win it. Kane should win it, I think, but I don't think it will be. I think it's far more likely to go to Vinny, or Lamine Yamal, or someone. It's going to be given as a yeah. It's a very tokenistic thing. Right, let's have a little look at the England World Cup squad. Not the England World Cup squad. The players picked for Japan. England squad, Uruguay and Japan. Let's have a look. Let's have a little look-see. Right. Right, perfect. Let's get the England squad up on the screen then, and we can go through it. Because honestly, I think there's a fair few there that you would think, okay, they'll definitely get rid of them. Right. Let's get images up on screen. Not that one. Is it that one? Hang on. There you go. Image. And we want browse. Right. Yeah, we're not going to be able to see that, are you? There's no one going to be able to see that. Yeah, okay, we'll forget that. We'll ignore that for now. We'll ignore that for now. Let's just go through them. So, Dean Henderson's going. Jordan Pickford's going. Trafford, Ramsdale and Steele. Right, Steele's out, isn't he? So, Steele's out. They're not going to take 4 keepers. I would imagine Ramsdale's out as well. Just because it's inevitable that Trafford's the future. Defenders-wise, I think it's going to be... You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 defenders. That's well too many. 10 maximum there. I actually don't think he drops many in the midfield area, though. I think he's probably going to look at Tomori, Stones, Kwanzaa, Maguire, Konza, Dan Burn. Right, so you've got to drop, realistically, you've got to drop Tomori. You've got to drop Tomori, and you've probably got to drop... Spence can play both sides, so he's going. O'Reilly's going, Livramento's going, Hall's going. No Reece James, though. Reece James is going to have to prove his fitness, isn't he? Why is he taking 5 goalkeepers of the World Cup? That's absurd, isn't it? You know, he's not. I think he's only going to take 3. He's only going to take 3. So if you say Steele and Ramsdale's out, Dan Burn... Is Dan Burn going? Is Dan Burn going to the World Cup? Is Mark Gay going to the World Cup? Is Lewis Hall? Is Ezri Konza? Livramento? Maguire? O'Reilly? John Stones has to go, doesn't he? John Stones has to go. If he's fit, he's the best defender in the squad. So John Stones has to go. And then it's a toss-up on whether you go, well, what about Jarrell Kwanzaa, Fikayo Tomori, Jed Spence? I think you're just dropping Tomori out there. Maybe you're just dropping Tomori out. But then you've really got it. You've got to nail him down in midfield. Then you're probably looking at, of the midfield area, One of them's got to go. At least one of them's got to go. It's going to be Mainu. I'd drop Mainu out. I'd maybe drop Garner out as well. Right, so they're out. And then in the attack, I think you've got to get rid of Calvert-Lewin, Eze, Bowen. Yeah. Calvert-Lewin, Eze, Bowen, Solanke probably goes as a backup to Kane. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need one more. I need one more player. Jared Bowen's going. Foden, Gordon, Kane, Madueke, Palmer, Rashford, Saka, Solanke. You're probably going to have to chuck Bowen out. Yeah, you're probably going to have to chuck Bowen out. Oh, there you go. Well, that's it then. That's it. Livramento, Hall has to go. Trent and Reece. It's just so mad. Yeah, Ollie Watkins isn't in there. No Ollie Watkins. The attackers he's got are Solanke, Bukayo Saka, Rashford, Cole Palmer, Noni Madueke, Harry Kane, Anthony Gordon, Phil Foden, Eze, Calvert-Lewin and Bowen. Eze, Calvert-Lewin and Bowen are all going. There's no way. Eze's not going, Calvert-Lewin's not going, Bowen's not going. Maybe Calvert-Lewin goes if Solanke doesn't, but he's got a 26-man squad. That's all he can do. He's got to drop him. He's got to drop him. 26-man squad is as good as it gets. Timmy says Elise over Saka. Elise over Saka? Not English. Daz says, do you take Rodgers and Watkins to the World Cup key? Not Watkins, no. I'd take Rodgers, but not Watkins. Gamer Guru says Foden won't make the team. He's been in awful form. But Foden's the best number 10 in there. Foden is by far the best number 10 in there. On ability, you'd have to take Phil Foden. Phil Foden's the best there is there for me. He's the best number 10 in that squad. Like, if Phil Foden's fit, if all of them are fit and all of them are playing to the best of their ability, it's Phil Foden's ahead of every single one of them. Miles ahead. Key mate, have you seen Stones back to Everton? I've heard the rumours. Whether or not there's any credibility to them, I don't know. But yeah, I think that'd be fantastic. If Everton can get John Stones back in, it's incredible. Bradley, no way is Foden better than Bellingham. Maybe not on FIFA. On FIFA, he's not, no, because Bellingham's taller and stronger, and that's important. And I'm not saying don't take Bellingham, but for me, Foden's the better player, the better footballer. Punterholic Foden isn't even getting playing time. He isn't performing. He isn't performing because he's riding Pine. Well, I mean, that's an argument as well. Yeah, he isn't really getting the chance to perform because he's on the bench a lot. Yeah, but you're not gonna pick a player based purely off form, mate. Eze is not going to the World Cup. Eze is not going. There's no way. There's no way. Eze or Palmer. Palmer's better than Eze. Palmer is better than Eze. Bellingham is better than Eze. Foden is better than Eze. Rodgers is better than Eze. There's too many in there now that will go ahead of him. Too many. Mr. Arsenal fan, how's it going, lad? Bellingham's very poor last tournament, trying to force himself as a 10 when he's naturally an 8. I mean, he can play as a 9, can't he? He can put Bellingham as like a false 9. He can do the job. We've seen him finish. I just think he is better further up the pitch. He's not good enough defensively to be in the 8 for me. Ashish says, bro, how would you fit Palmer and Eze? Well, I wouldn't have Eze in there. That's my point. I don't think Eze fits in that squad because I think there's 3 or 4 players in his position better than him. And for that reason, he doesn't go. For that reason, he doesn't go. Even if you don't take Foden, maybe Foden and Eze don't go to the World Cup then. But you can't take Eze over Rodgers, Bellingham or Palmer. You just can't. You just can't. I'm sorry, you just can't. Rodgers, Bellingham and Palmer are all better than Eze. And they've all played regularly all season. Eze's been on the bench as much as Foden in the first half of the year. Eze can play left wing also, but he can't. He's not a winger. He's not a winger. He's just not a winger. Eze will go on the left and drift inside and narrow things up, and that's already going to happen with Saka on the other side. So if you have Saka and Eze, or Palmer and Eze on the wings, England are just going to be so narrow. They're going to lose. They need width in those areas. That's why Madueke is far more likely to be in the side than Saka. And honestly, I genuinely thought there was some sort of a way that maybe Harvey Barnes might go. I really thought he would put Harvey Barnes in that squad. Rodgers has some great form, but better than Eze, no chance. Oh, lad, come on. Rodgers has had a better season than Eze. You're only saying that because you're an Arsenal fan. Does anyone seriously believe that? Mate, you're not going to find anyone who agrees with that. Eze has not had a better season than Morgan Rodgers. I'm sorry, that's just not happening. And we're all allowed our opinions, of course, and I respect yours, mate, but I've got to say that's just nonsense. Daddy O says he will support a penalty-taking group and take a lot of workload off the other shoulders. That's why we need an experienced guy. Revealing England will take 4 goalkeepers to the tournament. No. He's going to take 4 goalies. What an absolute numpty. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Simon, reckon you could pick someone's comment other than the 5 you keep picking over and over? I mean, I'll happily pick anyone's comment, mate. Happily pick anyone's comment if it's worthwhile and I see it. They're the 2 criterias that I'll pick a comment based on. 1, do I see it? The chat moves quick. I'm dealing with this chat plus that chat over there, over this way. There's 2 chats across multiple platforms, not just you guys. So, yeah, if I see it and it's good, I'll read it. They're the 2 criteria, mate. Bethany, did Morgan Rodgers score a hat-trick this season in a derby? He didn't, no. He didn't. Eze carried Crystal Palace to the final. Morgan Rodgers didn't carry Aston Villa to anything. I mean, yeah, but we're not picking based on last season, are we? We're picking based on this season where he's been sat on the Arsenal bench for most of the year. Adam Lackey says Bournemouth 1, Manchester United 1. That's your prediction for tonight. Rob says the 4th keeper won't be in the full squad. It's just for training. But he's picked 5. He's picked 5 keepers in the friendly squad, the expanded squad. He's got 5 keepers, and according to this, the quote that we've just read, England will take 4 goalkeepers to the tournament, says Tuchel. Jason Steele will support the goalkeeper group and he will support the goalkeeper coach in these friendlies. He will support a penalty-taking group and take a lot of workload off the other shoulders. That's why we need an experienced guy. So, yeah, basically it's looking like they are going to take 4 goalkeepers. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Toblerone goalkeeper is a weak position. That's why. Jodes, how's it going? Good to see you. Chris, Saka shouldn't go on form. Why? Why do you think that? Why do you think Saka shouldn't go on form? BDIOR says, thoughts on Trent not chosen. Thoughts on Trent not chosen isn't really that surprising. He's not picked him apparently he's not picked him because of his ability. It's just because he doesn't fit into his system. Which is crazy, because if Reece James is fit, he's taken Reece James, isn't he? And Trent is miles better than Reece James. I don't care what anyone says. Chris, even on his best form, he shouldn't go. Why? What makes you say that? On Saka's best form, he shouldn't go to the World Cup. It's a bit of a stretch, to be fair. I would say it's a bit of a stretch. The General says, imagine your life consists of hate watching United. Imagine. I don't know anyone whose does. Whose life consists of hate watching United. Dome says, as an Arsenal fan, Saka has been poor for weeks. I know, but does that justify him not getting picked for the World Cup? I don't know. Not for me. People in England would argue Reece is world class and must go. It's just whether or not he's fit. You can't really rely on Reece James. He's forever getting knocks and injuries and all sorts. You know, I just don't see Reece James going. BDIOR, do Liverpool fans have any English players? We only have Curtis Jones and that's about it, really. Yeah, Curtis Jones, Joe Gomez, you could maybe argue, but Joe Gomez is never fit. Curtis Jones was in a previous England squad. I think if Curtis Jones had started all season, he might have been in an England squad. Gunnison Road says, sadly, Branthwaite is injury prone at the moment. I'd have loved it for him. If Branthwaite had been fit enough, even just since, like, say, Christmas, because he missed pretty much all of the first half of the season, didn't he? When did he make his first appearance? It was like end of January, wasn't it? If Branthwaite had been back, I think, a month or so earlier, maybe 4 to 6 weeks earlier, he'd have been in that World Cup squad. He'd have definitely gone over Tomori. He'd have definitely gone over John Stones as well, probably, because as good as John Stones is, it's just his injury record, isn't it? Connor says, I hope United get Champions League spot so they can get humiliated in Europe again. And Adam says, United and Bournemouth 3-3. Gamer Guru, even in his worst form, Saka gets in. He does the business for England every time. And just because he isn't scoring doesn't mean he's playing bad. That's true. That is fair enough. That's very true. Daddy O says, the thing is with Reece James, he is really good. But if he needs to rest every other game or play 1 in 3, that's no good for tournament football. It's fair. Very, very fair assessment. Chris, that's why we never win. The FA pick too many clowns. The FA don't pick them. So it's Tuchel who's picking it. Sporting FC says, Key, which keeper do you think England should start with? For me, they should absolutely start with Henderson. But they won't. They'll start with Pickford. Alex, hey Key, what's your prediction for this one? I think 1-1. I think 1-1. Charlie, let's not be silly. Saka's going to the World Cup. He always performs for his country. No, listen, I agree. I think it's he was always going to get picked. Ashish says Henderson is the best goalkeeper, and Julius, Ryan, in your opinion, who's better, Rodgers or Eze? Mank says, think Kyle Walker shouldn't have retired before finding out James was injured again. And Goodison Road, Branthwaite's first game back was Leeds at home. He brung him on to try and match. Oh, he did. Yes, I remember. Yeah. Raji Shan, how you doing, Key? What's your predictions for the cup final? I think Arsenal. I think Arsenal will win it. Yeah. 3-2 to the Cherries, says Andy. Well, let's hope so, Andy. Let's hope so. Here we go. Big, big game. Bournemouth, Manchester United. Come on, the Cherries. Come on, the Cherries. Here we go. It's a massive, massive moment. The lineups are as follows. In goal for Bournemouth is Petrovic, former Chelsea goalkeeper Petrovic. Would he have maybe got a chance at Chelsea by now? I imagine if he'd have stayed, Petrovic might have actually been Chelsea's starting goalkeeper. Alex Jimenez, James Hill, Marcos Senesi and Adrian Truffert at the back. James Hill's having a phenomenal year. I'm surprised he wasn't called up to the England squad, actually. Alex Scott, who withdrew, sadly, and then Ryan Christie in midfield. Marcus Tavernier, Amin Adli, and Ryan is the front three just behind Evan Nilsson. Really looking forward to seeing Ryan. Daddy-O, I'm glad that Tuchel has given a lot of the squad the first week off, and screw the World Cup, let's have a league tournament, the best players of the Prem in 2 teams, same for the Bundesliga. Would be fun, not going to lie. Manchester United have gone Dalot, Yoro, Maguire and Shaw at the back. There's not a lot of pace in that back line. Take Yoro out. Very slow. Casemiro and Mainu just in front shielding. And then Ahmad, Bruno, Cunha and Mbeumo. That front four is fearsome. It's very good, isn't it? Ahmad, Bruno, Cunha and Mbeumo. Very, very good. Krupi on the bench. Surprised by, very surprised by Krupi on the bench. Really thought we would see Krupi starting. I've got some fantastic halftime quizzes coming up as well. So, if you want to be watching, make sure you've hit like, make sure you've followed and subscribed and all that good stuff. Cash Jatem says, why did I hear that you weren't watching the World Cup? Don't know, you didn't hear it from me. You didn't hear it from me, buddy. Come on, Bournemouth. Come on, Bournemouth. Could really do with a Bournemouth win here. Desperate for a Bournemouth win. Kashkatem, why? Furthermore, why do you have two phones? I have three. I have three phones. Yeah, I have three phones. I have that one which is recording. I have that one for moderating on. And then I have this one for, like, just generally if I need to use something during the game. Like, if I need to go and, I don't know, find a bit of information out. If I need to look at a league table. If I need to, I don't know, check something. Then I've got a multiple sort of dashboard going on. Kirial says, my football hot take is whoever wins the Carabao Cup gets the Conference League spot. So say Brighton won it one year, they get the Conference League. But then what if the Carabao Cup is won by a team who's already qualified for the Champions League? You don't want that happening, do you? Here we go. Right, we're off and underway. We are off and underway. Bournemouth against Manchester United at the Vitality. Huge game. Looks a bit wet and windy there, doesn't it? It's piddling it down on the south coast. Very wet and windy. Shell says, congratulations to Jimmy Garner for England call-up. Please don't get injured. And Daddy-O, don't lie. We all know that third phone is for your hot dog smuggling operations. Shh. Shh. Gotta try and get it. Keep it quiet. Keep it on the old QT. Krupi is talented, just like Ryan and Adley. Yeah, both very talented players. Connor says, Key, I hope there's a cherry red light and not the United. Oh, it is, of course it's cherry. It's a cherry light, yes. And it's a corner to Bournemouth. Here we go. Corner to Bournemouth. Fast start. 1 minute in. Here we go. Kitty says, like how the FA Cup works, if a team that has no European football win it, then they get your Conference League spot. And that is what already happens, mate. You've just described something that already happens. If someone wins the Carabao Cup, they get Europe. Casemiro to see red, says Andy, and Toblerone, is it too early to say United are back from the mud? I hope someone says it. Someone has to say it, because that the football gods will come out and prove them wrong. Bournemouth corner, whipped in. Away to the edge of the box, and Mbeumo now on the counter with Ahmad. Hey up, Dylan, how's it going? Come on, Bournemouth, absolutely. Killing for a Bournemouth win. Three stars says, I'm going to be very polite to Arsenal fans as they go for the quadruple this weekend. And I would like to congratulate the winning team now. Congratulations, City. Go on, 3-star. I'm doing okay, thank you. How are you doing? I am very good, mate, thank you. Yeah, really good. Had a very positive week. Loads of good stuff going on. Lots of cool stuff behind the scenes. Really excited for April. Not so excited, I have to say, for the next week or so. Where, well, I'm not. It's not that I'm not excited. I'm a little bit nervous about the next week because there's no footy next week, zero footy. So for that week, I'm having to be a little bit creative. We're still going to be watching football every day, but those games are not going to be as exciting as the ones we have been watching. They're not going to be Manchester Uniteds and Liverpools and Madrids and Barcelona's. It's not going to be any of those. It's going to be Monday. We're seriously talking about watching Castellon against Cultural Leonesa in the Spanish Segunda Division. Which, unless you're an absolute football purist, an absolute football nut, you're probably not going to tune in for that one. So we're going to do some other things. We're going to do some quizzes and stuff. And I got the flying toss. How you doing? I'm good, mate. Thank you. How are you? Love to see Bournemouth in Europe. I think we all would, wouldn't we? Everyone's kind of got a bit of a soft spot for Bournemouth. Unless you're on that south coast and you've got an agenda against Bournemouth, which not too many people do. It's a very likeable club, isn't it? By rights, they shouldn't really be a Premier League side. If you look at the size of the stadium and the size of the fan base and, the people that are down there. Strike! Oh, big save! Keeping out! Well done! Yes, well done, Petrovic. First big chance. Ahmad gets it away, and now Bournemouth on the counter. They've got a bit of an overload here as well. Big chance if they get this right. They're in. Ryan, hit it, lad. Oh, no! Straight across the face of goal. Huge, huge chance. And Amad Diallo should have put United in front at one end, and Ryan very nearly putting Bournemouth ahead at the other. It's end-to-end. It's like a basketball game, this one. Here we go. This is what we want on Friday night football. Toblerone, I like Bournemouth, Brentford, Palace. Want to see him doing well. Yeah, I don't mind Bournemouth. I quite like him. He's kind of done one. He's neither done one thing or the other there, has he, Ryan? He's got in, and he needed to either shoot or pull it across to Evan Nilsson, and he kind of got his hat. He's stuck between minds almost, and he tried a shot which ended up looking like a cross and just went wide. So close though. Adam Lackey, Man United to win tonight, and Gamer Guru, they ain't a team to underestimate. Come on the Cherries. Prince Rupert, I'm surprised Bournemouth aren't getting a new stadium. They've been in the league for years. Surely they've got the money. Well, they have invested the money, but they've tended to do it on... so they've got a state-of-the-art training complex now. They've also invested that money back into the playing squad to try and make sure that they're able to sustain being a Premier League club. And to be honest, they've got a great model there. It's working. It's working really well. But they are going to definitely have a blow in the summer because Andoni Iraola... He's 1,000,000% leaving, and it looks like he's going back to Athletic Bilbao. But yes, we've got lots and lots of footy coming up this weekend. 5 games to be precise after this one, before we meet again on Monday. So after tonight, we have got tomorrow morning, 12:15, Liverpool against Brighton. At Brighton, so it's at the Amex. Brighton v Liverpool. Very, very good form at the minute, Brighton. Liverpool will be knackered after their midweek exploits in the Champions League against Galatasaray. We've got no Mo Salah, no Alisson Becker. We're going to really struggle. I really do think we'll drop points in that one tomorrow. They probably should have had a point off Arsenal, shouldn't they, Brighton, as well? So they've played well recently, and the only games they've actually lost have been against Arsenal, Liverpool, and Villa. In the last couple of months, they've really picked up again. So Brighton should be okay. I think Brighton will get a point against us tomorrow. I hope I'm wrong on that, but I do think they'll get a point against us. Goodison Road, Brighton will beat you 2-1. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me. I just think we're so stretched, mate. We haven't got the squad. We haven't got the squad big enough. We're so stretched. Toblerone, I think third place is out of reach for Liverpool now. I don't think it's out of reach. I guess it depends on what happens tonight. I mean, obviously, Liverpool, let's say United drop points here. Let's say they draw and Liverpool win tomorrow. All of a sudden, it's back down to 3 points. And we've still got to play United at Old Trafford, and they've still got to go to Stamford Bridge. So there's loads of football still to be played. Loads of them. Chris, hello Key, this is a normal guy. Oh, good to see you, normal guy. How's it going, lad? Here's Cunha down the left-hand side. Ball whipped in. Terrible ball. Straight out for a goal kick. Really poor. So, yeah, I do think... I think dropping points in Brighton would make it certainly difficult. But we're only 6 points behind United now on the assumption that United draw here. We're 5 points behind them. Going into these games, we're 5 points behind United. So, it depends. It depends. There's still a bit of the season left to go. But, yeah, I think Liverpool will be an interesting game tomorrow morning, tomorrow lunchtime. And then we're doing Everton against Chelsea. So, Goodison Road. I know you're at the game, mate, but we'll be live watching Everton against Chelsea. Hill Dickinson Arena tomorrow, so we'll be watching that one. And then Sunday, as I said, Sunday is massive. 3 big games. I'm basically here all day with you on Sunday. First up, we're going to do Newcastle versus Sunderland in the Time Weir derby. That's massive for Newcastle after the hammering they took against Barcelona midweek. And obviously the fact that they lost against Sunderland earlier this season. So we'll be doing the Time Weir derby first. Then straight after that, we're going to be doing the Carabao Cup final. And then straight after that, Real Madrid against Atleti. Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. The Madrid derby. At the Bernabeu as well. Goodison Road says, Key, when are Liverpool coming to the Hill Dickinson? I've got a good feeling we'll beat you 2-0 or 2-1. I don't know, you know. I haven't got a clue what the actual date is. I know it's in April. Isn't it April? Yeah, 19th. 19th of April it is. Week after my birthday. Connor says, as much as I hate the Spuds, I think that win for them midweek will push them to get out of the relegation battle. Here's United, over to Cunha. Gives it back into the area. Jimenez, don't dive in. Strike, good save. United corner, better from United. Gamer Guru, if we beat City on the weekend, you watch the collective build-up praying for us to lose one of the cups. Kieran, United fan. Come on, United. Good to see you, Kieran. And Prince Rupert. Gutted I won't be able to watch the game tomorrow. Think we should be able to get at least a point against David Brent's Chelsea. He's funny, isn't he, Rafinha? He's crazy. Cleared away. PE teacher Rafinha. He's just an interesting character, but I thought it was quite interesting that, was it Rory Jennings? Rory Jennings was saying that he's the most undeserving managerial appointment in the history of the Premier League, which was a little bit like, I don't really, I think that's a bit excessive. It's a bit excessive. Connor, where are we up to? Sorry. Chris Wood scored tonight for the under-21s. Maybe back for the last 8, hopefully. That'll be massive if Forest can get Chris Wood back for the running. Be huge. Shell, how's your week been, Key? It's been very good, lovely, thank you. Yeah, been really, really good. Everyone in our house has been poorly, seems to be getting better now. We've all had that, like, sinusy, chest infection, flu-y thing, crap. Yeah, just feeling a bit rubbish generally. I'm the only one who seems to. It's only me who's escaped it up to now. Touch wood, obviously. So, yeah, everyone else has been really poorly. Little girl included, but she's fine now. Hopefully you're doing better as well. I know you said you wasn't feeling too good, so hopefully you're feeling better. Gamer Guru, I don't get why media give Liam Rosenior a pass with the results he has got and the dumb shit he says. I think because people generally tend to recognise that Chelsea are a bit of a mess, aren't they? And like, you know, you say the results that Chelsea have got, but have they really had that bad of results? Like that, if you look at Chelsea's results recently, they're bad. But when he first came in, he only really lost against Arsenal, didn't he? He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2 losses, both against Arsenal in 10 games. And like most of them were wins. I think it was like six or 7 wins. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There you go. 13 and 3 defeats. Sorry, 13, 3 defeats, all of them against Arsenal. 13 games, 3 defeats is not terrible, especially when most of the other ones are wins and a couple of draws. Meningitis going round down south. Yeah, I saw that. I saw there was quite a bit of that going on. We've not had any of it, I don't think. Gamer Guru, did you see where Rosenior went mental about warm-ups in the other team's half and then had his team do a huddle in PSG's half, the Wally? I just didn't get that, him handing the piece of paper to Garnacho. They were about 8-2 down on aggregate, weren't they? And he gave the piece of paper to Garnacho for instructions coming onto the pitch in like the 88th minute. I was like, what are you doing? What on earth are you doing? Tolerone says Rosenior is a young coach learning on the job. Let him evolve. Too harsh. No, I agree. Well, that was my thinking as well, mate. I thought it was a little bit harsh. I thought it was harsh from Rory Jennings, a Chelsea fan as well, to be that harsh with him. Ingar says prediction for the final on Sunday. I think Arsenal get the job done. I think 2-0. Prince Rupert, I don't think we'll ever see one of those huddles with the ref in the middle. Absolutely bizarre. And Daddy-O, I think the Burnley draw at home. Leeds draw is a bit of a rival game to Chelsea fans, so both those I think feel as good as losses. Okay, fair enough. I know, but still, you would say, from where Chelsea were when they let Maresca go, I mean, they're still kind of around that spot. They're 3 points off 4th, 1 point off a Champions League place. Unless that piece of paper said we suck, just park the bus, then I don't know what he had on it. Connor, it wouldn't surprise me if the Chelsea subs had a red carpet rolled out for them to respect the players coming on with the way they're moving at the minute. And Rosenior had the genius formula to score 6 quickly. Yeah, get on and get at him. There's still time. Preston won, Stoke won after 15 minutes. I thought Stoke could win that one. Here we go. James Hill with a long throw into the box. We've still not really had too much in the way of clear chances since those two in the opening few minutes where Amad Diallo struck straight at Petrovic and Ryan had a big chance. But could really do with Manchester United dropping points here. Nabu Isha, alright Bo, how's it going? I'm good, man, thank you. United, corner. It's going to be a corner. 92FC, do you think Eddie's job is at risk if they lose to Sunderland? I mean, I don't, but I'd be interested to hear what the chat think. What do you think? Do you think if Eddie Howe was to lose against Sunderland, he would be in danger of being sacked? Do you think? Let me know in the chat. That's a very good question. I personally don't think so. I don't think so. I think Eddie Howe's job is safe. I don't think he's going anywhere. And I think he's done a pretty decent job. Edge of the box, United, and Burmo brings it back in. Here's Luke Shaw. Bruno gives it away. Sloppy from the Man United captain. And now Bournemouth counter. Well done, Luke Shaw. Good play. Dan says we could do with Newcastle being demoralised after Barca. We've got a lot of big injuries and we're down to the bare bones. So Newcastle being down in the dumps would be really useful for us. Be a fascinating game, that one, on Sunday. Yeah, be a really good game. Sunderland against Newcastle at St James's Park. Newcastle after a bit of revenge. Casper says shouldn't be, but those Saudi owners are brutal. I don't think the Saudi owners are anywhere near as brutal as maybe you think they might be. They're not. They haven't got that much. Well, they've not got much money. That's silly. But they're reining their spending in. Like, it's a big focus for them to rein their spending in. They're not just buying anyone and everyone and paying ridiculous wages. That time seems to have come and gone. They're reining their spending in. They're starting to get ready for the World Cup. And, oil prices have been dropping. There's all sorts that needs to happen for the Saudis to get the World Cup stadiums built. They haven't even started, really, and the price is just going up every single week. Daddy O says, I did comment on a video of Rory's when Rossini was appointed, saying you might be surprised, give him a chance, and got called a mug. The motivation stuff is a bit much. We have a dog called Win. 92FC, I don't think he will lose his job, but the fans are beginning to turn against him. They are, yeah, I get that. They are starting to just get a little bit antsy, aren't they? The question is whether or not that would prompt the owners to sack him. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Toblerone says Newcastle can't spend like City, Chelsea have lots of restrictions. Yeah. Which, again, I think is maybe not fair, but it kind of has to be that way. Chelsea and City got in before those loopholes were closed, so they spent a lot of money and built up a lot of stuff. They were first to the party, sadly. And Newcastle can't now go, well, you let them do it. Well, no, I know, but we've closed the loophole now, so no other teams can do it. Gamer Guru, he has done well, but he might not be able to bring the club any further in their progress. Similar to Arteta, if he doesn't get us over the line, might need new blood to go to the next level. That's fair. Yeah, I think there's certainly an argument to say that Eddie Howe has maybe carried Newcastle as far as he can possibly take him. I think that's fair. Why am I getting so many bloody little dingy flies? Petrovic clears it away. United back out to the far side. Edge of the box. Big chance here if he gets a shot away. Good block. Well done. Ooh. They can't spend, but they can get a 7-day free trial on players. Okay, another United corner, 21 minutes in. Come on. Oh, it's not a corner, it's Dalot with a long throw into the box. Diogo Dalot. Howe needs to go before the fans turn on him, in my opinion. Hate to see him have a bad ending when he won them silverware. Yeah, you never want to see it end like that, but it kind of did. It went that way a little bit with Pochettino. I know he never necessarily had the same sort of success, but he took Spurs back to the highest we've ever seen them in a very, very long time. And Pochettino kind of went in a bit of a cloud of uncertainty. Ryan with a strike. Oh, good save and a corner. Big save from Lamens, that. Massive save, important save as well. 22 minutes in, Ryan has a strike and it just bounced in front of the keeper. About 25 yards out, going in at the near post. Big save, that. Needed saving. Definitely needed saving. Connor, honestly, what I will say is fans turned too fast on managers lately. You never really saw it as bad as it is now compared to 10, 20 years ago. Is that not because of the rising costs? Like, fans feel now that, you're charging us through the nose to watch it, whether we are in the stadium or at home. I'm sorry, if you're charging us a fortune, we expect better. Like, I saw Stumpeg. Stumpeg made that argument, didn't she? She said that Tottenham have the second highest season ticket in European football. And yet, have done nothing to justify that. Tottenham have literally the second highest season ticket in European football. How can you charge that much money to fans and you can't kick off and say, well, need to have a bit of patience, need to have a bit of time when they're getting relegation battles here back to back. Bournemouth in down the left-hand side, ball in. Oh, claim for the penalty, big claim for the shove. Big claim for the shove. We'll check that. Can we get a check on that, please, sir? I think there was a bit of a shove in there, I think there was a bit of a shove. Ball in. Oh, we've got to have a check on that. Let's have a check on that. Come on. There's a claim for a penalty here. Tavernier puts the ball in. Oh, it's 2 arms in the back. Oh, that's a penalty. Maguire, 2 arms in the back. Watch this. I'm sorry, that's ridiculous. Hey, if the goal got chalked off in the North London derby, that one should be a penalty. That is madness. You can't do that. You can't do that. It's not a penalty. The referee's having none of it. The referee's having absolutely none of it, but I'm sorry, there was 2 hands in the back there. 2 hands in the back. Connor, wouldn't that be a board issue, not management? Well, it would, but they all roll into one, don't they? The board is the manager, effectively. Like, how do you get at the manager without getting at the board? Or rather, how do you get at the board? How do you attack the board without attacking the manager and booing and leaving your seats and showing and voicing some sort of displeasure? Gamer Guru, if the Gabriel one is a foul, so is that. It is, isn't it? I'm glad we look at us bonding. Arsenal fan and Liverpool fan bonding. If Gabriel's one is a foul in the North London derby, that one definitely is. Cleared away. United. Bournemouth just about get it away. Foxy, how's the game been? Illuminating so far. Man United started all right. They've had a good save forced out of Petrovic. Ryan has forced a good save out of Lamans, but he's also missed a pretty big opportunity on the counter-attack. He put it wide when all he needed to do was either roll it across to Evan Nilsson or keep him out. What a block that is! What a sensational block from Truffert. Oh, that's massive for Bournemouth. Amad Diallo takes it down far post. All he's got to do is get the shot on target and it would be 1-0 United. But what a block that is. Oh, it's incredible. Absolutely incredible from Truffert. Diallo with the strike. Oh, it's brilliant. That's a fabulous block. Absolutely brilliant. Current scores 0-0, Andrew. Prince Rupert says, have you seen those ref cams from the Bundesliga, Kate? Absolutely incredible scenes. They should have those for every single Prem game. I'd love it. I'd gladly. More camera angles, get them mic'd up. I'd love all that. He's been a bit of a find this season, hasn't he, Truffert? How have you been today? Really good, mate, thank you. Yeah, really good. How are you, more importantly? I've had a very, very good day. Good day, good week. Good day, good week. Productive. Productive week, positive week. I'll say that. Lots of stuff going on. Feels like we're making progress. That's the main thing. Whatever's going on in your life at the minute, just step by step, try and do something a bit better the day after. 1%. That's all you need to do. Don't have to break any records. You don't have to do anything fantastic. Just get 1% better at something every day. Prince Rupert, it's really chaotic stuff. It's increased my respect for referees. Honestly, refs get a really, really hard time. Really hard time of it. Goodison Road, Everton, if we get 8th, genuinely should look at Truffert. You're not getting Truffert. How much money do you think Bournemouth would want for selling? They paid something like 15 million quid for him, mate. You'd have to pay more than double that. You're not getting Truffert. No chance. And I don't know how much money Everton... How much money do you think Everton are getting this summer? But it's not much. Oh, that's shocking from Delo. It's off the roof of the net. Gabriel says United will beat Bournemouth 2-1. And Gamer Guru, ref cam is wicked to watch. I think the moment the game is stopped by the ref, he should be mic'd up so we can hear. Help us understand their decision. Yeah, definitely micing the referees up is a big talking point. I agree with that. Bournemouth, come on, that's a foul and a yellow card, please. Casemiro, yellow. Get him booked. Get him booked, ref. Yeah, get him booked. Sporting FC, this feels like a championship game. Just so poor, that from Casemiro. Robert Hunter, what's the score? The score is 0-0. 0-0 right now. Casemiro's just been booked. Casemiro's just been booked. Yeah. 0-0, free kick to Bournemouth. Opportunity for them to put the ball in the box. It was basically near the halfway line. Headed out and Bournemouth pick up the second ball. Floated long into the box. Bournemouth header. Got to get the second one again. And Burmo does well there. Jag says, not just miking the rest, but also not picking and choosing when to release VAR conversations bugs me too. Yeah. There just has to be more transparency, doesn't there? But I think there also has to be an understanding to come from us, the fans, as well, that they're not going to get everything right. They're just not going to get everything right, and we have to accept that that's the case, that they're human beings, and if we can't agree on something, whether it's right or not right, days later, then I think it's probably reasonable to expect they're going to get some stuff wrong as well. Daddy-O says, see now, I don't think it was a pen, but what was the difference between that yellow card and what Maguire did? So what Maguire... Well, exactly. I guess I know where you're coming from, but what Maguire did was he stopped a deliberate goal-scoring opportunity by shoving him in the back. He made no attempt to play the ball. Casemiro was the same there. The player got the wrong side. There was no attempt to play the ball, and he stopped to counter-attack. He just dragged him back. So it was a clear yellow card. And it should have been... a penalty for Bournemouth, absolutely. Newcastle prediction, Arsenal prediction. Newcastle, Sunderland, I think is going to be 0-0. Loads of yellow cards, loads of fights, loads of bad tackles. But I think it's going to be 0-0. And Arsenal, I think, will win 2-0. Immaculate says United will beat Bournemouth 3-1. Andrew says, do you not think if refs took responsibility for mistakes, they would get more respect from the fans? Well, but the thing is, I think if the refs came out and said, I got it wrong, maybe they would. But then I feel like the wall of silence that you get with referees is because of the abuse that they get. They get dog's abuse, even when they get pretty much everything right. Like, one minor decision, like if they get a corner kick, you know, it comes off an opposition player, like maybe it rebounds very quickly and goes out for an opposition corner, and he gives a goal kick. And because of that, they didn't then score a late winner, or maybe he gives the corner when it should have been a goal kick and they score off that. Like, he's human. It's human. They make mistakes. I know it's not nice, and I know it's frustrating. It frustrates me as well. But they're human beings at the end of the day. And I don't know how much of a difference it would make if refs came out and said, you know, we got it wrong. I just don't think that would really change things, to be honest. Key on the red one. I'm not actually. Do you know what it is? It's Vimto. It's Vimto in a San Miguel glass. I just wanted something to drink. I needed a drink. RM Unknown, who's playing tonight? It's Bournemouth against Manchester United. 32 minutes in. Bournemouth, Man United. 0-0 currently. Connor, as a ref, it's hard to have the right choice. Can't please either side if they did apologise. Exactly. And 92FC, I can't decide on Newcastle match confidence. Could be gone after what happened with Barcelona. Yeah. Absolutely. You never know. Never know what's going to happen. What's going on here? Okay. We're all good. Prince Rupert, in amateur football, referees get dogs abuse. It's sad and I'm shocked anyone can even be bothered to be referees, but sure glad they do. Yeah, imagine a world where they just know everyone was like, nah, we don't get paid enough. You're alright. You're alright. Bird, Leipzig 4-0 up against Hoffenheim. That's surprising. Hoffenheim are having a great season, aren't they? I actually thought Ilzer, the Hoffenheim manager, Ilzer might be a good shout for Bournemouth's replacement, maybe. If Andoni Iraola goes, I think Ilzer might be a decent shout. Dan, I'd take a 0-0 with loads of fights versus Newcastle. There's got to be a few crunching tackles at the very least. Yeah. Mank Will, Cunha up for it. They can't seem to handle him. He's a great player, isn't he? Very good player, Cunha. So disappointed he went to United. Crute, where do you think Ernesto Valverde goes this summer? Anyone's guess. I'd quite like it if Ernesto Valverde came to the Prem, to be honest. Connor, I think it's more down to referees giving a decision for something and then doesn't give the same tackle incident the same way. I think that's what bothers us fans. They're in United here, down the right-hand side. Ahmad, terrible touch. Oh, Ahmad lets the side down massively. That was a huge opportunity for United. Oh, Bournemouth straight into the tackle. Delo, Bruno, headed away. That's so poor from Ahmad. So poor. Too slack, too lax. Not good enough. Dreadful. Edge of the box, Casemiro. Bruno, good block. Will says, should United be considering Valverde if Carrick doesn't stay, or would he be a mid-table manager? I don't think Valverde's necessarily a Manchester United manager. Far post, must be. What a save. What a save. Well done, ref. Well done. I thought he'd given that. I thought it had gone over the line. The referee looked at his watch. It was a big save at the far post from Petrovic. Man United should have scored. How Man United haven't scored in this first half is crazy. Ball over to the left-hand side. Corner to Bournemouth. Come on. Massive save from Petrovic. Massive save, that. Huge save. Ball over to the right-hand side. Diallo played it in. He might have just been offside there, Delo. But as he hangs it up, far post. Oh, it's a great save, that. What a save. Delo over to the right-hand side. Bruno Fernandes coming in. Side-footed. It's a brilliant save. That's incredible. That is incredible stuff. Government name unknown. First time watching United this season. My God, they love passing the ball to Bruno Fernandes. They've got nothing else. Ball whipped in. Edge of the box. Hit it. Strike. Oh, lucky. Another good shot on target. Prince Rupert, he's carrying the entire team, so no surprise there. Has done for years. Yeah. That's fair. That's a fair comment. G123, surprised you're not watching the Arsenal game, mates. Are Arsenal playing? Are they playing? I wasn't aware they were on. I didn't know Arsenal were playing. Could have swore they only played the other night against Leverkusen. Would have thought you'd have known that. Would have thought you'd have known that as an Arsenal fan. Rattled. Not really rattled. It's just not that smart of a quip. I only really. Yeah, I thought it'd be a better quip, to be honest. Mank Will, how is this 0-0? It's beyond me. We've peppered them. You've not peppered them. They've had as many chances as yous have had. They've had as many. Definitely had as many. Easily. Brunchester for United. Here's here we go, Evan Ilson over to the left-hand side. Got to get it over there. Oh, no. Sorry. So bad. They've had two behave. United. No, I agree. They have only had two chances, really, haven't they? The Amad Diallo one and then the Bruno one just then. It's not really been much in the way of clear chances. Gamer Guru, he is a whiny little... But Bruno Fernandes has some great quality on the pitch. Biggest chance maker going. Yeah, he does. He can definitely create, but you lose so much at the other end of the pitch, don't you? By, it's just his work rate is a little bit... He throws his arms up. He's not really a captain. He's not a leader. Certainly not a leader. Government name unknown. Do you think Liverpool can keep playing the way they just did? No. No, squad's too small. We've just come off the back of a big, intense, high-energy performance in midweek. And yeah, we're then going into a 12:30 on a Saturday. We're not helped by that. The league's certainly not helping us. SB, do you support Everton? I don't, mate. No, I'm a Liverpool fan. Welsh Wing, evening Key. Just got in. How's the match been? You've not missed much in the way of action, I guess. Manchester United have had a big chance just with Bruno Fernandes. Bournemouth have had a couple of big chances on the counter. Maybe a half a claim for a penalty as well. Yeah, United, both. It has been open, hasn't it? There's been chances for both teams, but I'd say 0-0 is about right. Neither side taking their chances. It's about right. I am Crute. If we got one of Bruno Guimaraes or Tonali, which one would you rather we get? Liverpool. I'd rather us sign Tonali than Bruno. Yeah. Craig Foley fell asleep watching the Partick game. Here's Bournemouth. Come on, ref. That's a foul. That's a foul to Bournemouth. Come on. It's a foul. Edge of the box. Mank says work rate isn't good. I think you'll find Fernandes outruns most of his teammates most games, Key. When I'm talking work rate, I don't necessarily mean outruns in terms of distance covered. What I'm talking about, mate, is when the chips are down, Bruno Fernandes, he turns it off. It feels like to me he turns it off and on. That's what I'm getting at. Maybe I didn't phrase it correctly. I meant work rate in the sense of he's just too unpredictable. And his wild unpredictability is maybe a function, a feature of this Man United side during his time there. The side are unpredictable because he's unpredictable, and he's a very big part of it, isn't he? But they're just so like... Oh, he just throws his arms, he throws his toys out the pram every 5 minutes. Peter Lloyd-Jones, he's by far created the most chances in the Prem this season. I don't think anyone would dispute that. Yeah. Government name unknown. This has been a good match to watch as a neutral. And Gamer Guru could be anyone's game. Nobody's really standing out at front. Exactly. Yeah, that's my opinion as well. Peter Lloyd-Jones, so what do you mean by turning it off and on? Well, I mean, maybe we disagree on what Bruno's job in the team is. If you think his job is just to create chances, then maybe I'm wrong. Maybe if we were to agree on that, I think his job is much more important than just creating chances. And I think far too often this season he has been found lacking. Far too often. HK says, Key, last time Bournemouth scored off a free kick like this, it was at Old Trafford in December. Well, they didn't do it that time. Here's Ryan driving forward, pulls back, and United get it away. Gamer Guru, Bruno does not outrun Cunha in the big moments when they need it. Like I said, biggest chance maker, but lacks some qualities that will make him the best of the best. Yeah, I would have Cunha over Bruno Fernandes every single day of the week. And both of them whinge. Both of them whinge, but I think Cunha's a better footballer. Three-star, going to go and put the kettle on, so I'm back for the halftime quiz. Yes, halftime quiz coming up. Halftime quiz coming up. Make sure you've left a like on the video. Make sure you've subscribed if you've not already. Ball down the left-hand side with Truffert. Hung up to the far post. Unlucky. Daddy O says, it's a shame set-piece assists don't count, otherwise Fernandes would have broken the assist record. What's the score? Score's 0-0. The score is 0-0, Luke. I am Crute. I've literally just made a brew myself. Me and Three Star both in the right mindset. Absolutely. Welshwing's got a halftime quiz too. Go on, we'll do yours if you don't object to that. If you're still around at halftime, then absolutely, let's do yours. Yours are probably better than mine, but I have got some good ones. I have put some good work into these ones today. Mank says he's on course to break the most assist record in the Prem. He'd start for any team. Again, I'd completely disagree. I wouldn't have him at Liverpool. Genuinely wouldn't have him at Liverpool. As bad as our midfield has been, I wouldn't have him at Liverpool. He doesn't do anywhere near enough for me off the ball. In fact, I think he's a liability, to be honest. Quite frequently, he's a liability off the ball. And look at that. Like, I'm sorry, that was poor. Look at that. Look at him now. This is there, right? That is exactly what I'm talking about. Ball comes to him. He plays a stupid, no look first time pass. Gives it straight back to Bournemouth, and then does nothing. Doesn't go and try and win it back. Doesn't press. Just kind of drops his head and looks around and throws his arms up. That happens 40 times a game with Bruno Fernandes. It's ridiculous. Stan Mitch just made a coffee now. Hope United lose. Hope you're okay, mate. Prince Rupert, how come Welshwing ain't a mod anyway, Key? I don't know. To be honest, he can be if he wants. To be honest, if you remember, the mods weren't assigned in any way. It's probably a reflection of me more than anything anyone's done. If you remember, I just assigned about 5 mods one day. I was just like, oh yeah, you've been in one day, you've been in for a while. Like you a lot, you're sound, everyone's sound, there you go. And I think it was just one moment I just assigned like 5 mods. And a couple of people said they didn't want to be mods. And I was like, okay, fair enough, no probs. But yeah, it's not been done with any sort of strategy or preference for anyone over another, I'll say that. I like everyone in the chat. Apart from Reese. Will says it's like the day Key randomly decided to follow back his regular. But yeah, I did. To be honest, that was just like a random. Oh, go on, yeah, I'll just fly through a few. But again, that's created issues as well because I've had people message and say, "Oh, you've followed a few people. Why aren't you following me?" And I was like, it really wasn't personal. Edge of the box, Manchester United. They've got 1 minute left before half time. Welshing because I'm an Arsenal. Well, that as well. Yeah, you're an Arsenal fan, so you're never getting on. Long ball down the right hand side. Ryan up against Cunha. Well done. Good defending that by Cunha. Very well. Keys halftime quiz. Name the 950 comments that have unwarranted mentioned Arsenal in the first half. Ball back with Bournemouth. There's not long before half-time. They've got to get the ball in the box, otherwise the ref's just going to blow up. They've got to get it in the area. It's now or never. Far post. United clear it away. Jimenez. I think he's going to blow up here. There you go. Half-time. Half-time. Right. Are we all ready for the half-time quiz? I sure the hell am. Half-time quiz. Here we go. Manchester United and Bournemouth are deadlocked at 0-0. We have got some half-time quizzes coming up for you. If you're new around here, if you've not followed already, do me a favour. Do yourself a favour. Don't do me a favour. Do yourself a favour. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know if you're enjoying this. If you're not enjoying it, then feel free to scroll on. I enjoy you being here anyway. Lots of love. Really appreciate you being in. But halftime quiz. This is something we do every single game, and we are live every single day with the Premier League Dad community. Great bunch of people, and we watch a game of football together. That's what we do. Whoever's playing, we always watch at least one game every single day. So we watched Nottingham Forest away at Watchalong last night. We're watching Bournemouth United now. Tomorrow, Brighton, Liverpool. And Everton, Chelsea. Sunday we're doing Newcastle, Sunderland, plus the Carabao Cup final and Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid. And next week we're even doing some National League games. While the international break's on, we're going to do York City against Gateshead. Right, here we go. Welsh Wing quiz. What's Welsh Wing saying? Welsh Wing's quiz is... there have been only 15 players in the Prem that have played for both City and Arsenal. Oh, okay. Clichy. Yes, Clichy's one, I think. Clichy. Jesus. Good shout. Nasri. Adebayor. Sanya. Kolo Toure. Sanya's definitely one. Kolo Toure, Sanya, Adebayor, Nasri, Jesus, Clichy. Who else? Oh, Seaman. Oh, David Seaman and Nicholas Anelka. Do you know what? I'd have forgot Seaman. I'd have absolutely forgot about David Seaman. Silvinho. Patrick Vieira. Oh, we'd have forgot Vieira as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more to go. Niall Quinn. Did Quinn play for both? In the Prem? Zinchenko has. Okay, Zinchenko I like. Sterling. Sterling, of course, yeah. There's only 2 left. Only 2 left. From what I've got, anyway. Richard Wright. Richard Wright. Who else? Surely Richard Wright, I think, will be. Can't think who else, though. Who else? Zinchenko, Martinelli, Nasri. Ben White hasn't played for him. Quinn's not in the Premier. Okay, so no to Niall Quinn. But Clichy, Jesus, Nasri, Adebayor, Sanya, Kolo Toure, David Seaman, Anelka Silvinho, Vieira, Zinchenko, Sterling, and Wright. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 2 left to get. Still 2. 2 left to get. Who else has played for both Manchester City and Arsenal in the Premier League era? Aman says, brother, your prediction? I think 1-1. I said 1-1 before. I'm going to stick with 1-1. Lee Dixon? Don't think Lee Dixon did he? I don't think Lee Dixon did. Oh, mate, we'll just get rid of anonymous username there. He's not very intelligent, sadly, is he? He's just spamming the chat. Paul Dickov. I bet Dickov's not a bad shout. Yeah, Dickov could be a good shout. We've already got Anelka. Paul Dickov could be a very good shout. What about Dickov? Steve says intelligent, really. Well, yeah, I think you've got to be pretty lacking in intelligence if all you do is just continuously spam the chat. Would you agree? Would you disagree? I'd be intrigued on your point there, Steve. Dickov's correct. Oh, the 16. Okay, sorry. Oh, well, Christ, that makes it even harder. I don't know. Dickov's in there. 2 more to get. We've already got Richard Wright. We've got Clichy, Jesus, Nasri, Adebayor, Sanya, Kolo Toure, David Seaman, Anelka, Silvinho, Vieira, Zinchenko, Sterling, Dickov, and Richard Wright. 3-star, what's the question? The question is, only 16 players have played in the Premier League for both Arsenal and Manchester City. Andy Cole never did. No, Andy Cole never played. Not Andy Cole. Someone's saying Rocastle. I don't think Rocastle did in the Prem, did he? I don't think Rocastle did. I'm not checking anything other than did Rocastle play for Arsenal and City. I know he played for Arsenal, but did he play for both of them in the Prem era? I don't think he did. No. No, Rocastle didn't. Yeah, Rocastle was before the Premier League for Arsenal. I honestly don't know. I think I'm out. I am out. Caballero. There's one more. Who's the other one who we've got? You said two more. We already had Silvinho, didn't we? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So still 2 left. One more is 15. Sean Wright Phillips, no. Almunia, no. I don't think we're going to get it. Go on, Welshwing. Who is it? Who is it? Put us out of our misery. Yeah, we got Sanya. We got Patrick Vieira. We got Clichy Jesus, Nasri Adebayor, Sanya, Colo Torre, David Seaman, Anelka Silvinho, Vieira, Zinchenko, Sterling, Wright, and Dickov. They are the only ones that we've got so far, but apparently there's still one more of which I have no idea. I'm waiting on Welshwing to put us out of our misery. Who is it, Welshwing? Tell us. Brendan, what's the question? The question was 15 players who have played for both Man City and Arsenal in the Premier League. And we've got 14. We're waiting on one more, but I honestly, I don't know who it'll be. I have no idea. I'm completely fresh out. Completely out of ideas. I've got two. I've got 2 quizzes. But I'll do the first one. I'll just wait and see what Welshwing's finished until he's done with his. Prince Rupert says, what you could do, Key, is start putting the quizzes at the top of the chat so people can see if they didn't catch the topic. I know, yeah, to be honest, I've wanted to do that, but it becomes like, usually, like Welshwing will come in, for example, and I don't know what the quiz is going to be until we actually start at half-time. So, it's tough. It is tough. Rocastle left Arsenal in 92, so he left the summer it became the Prem. Yeah. There you go. That's the struggle. Evening, Joe. How's it going? Welshwing, it's Eddie McGoldrick. Would never have got that in a million years. I'd have been here all day. Eddie McGoldrick was the final answer. Right. So, can you name for me then? Here we go. So, there have been 18 Premier League winning captains. Can you name me the 18 Premier League winning captains? That's my halftime quiz. 18 Premier League winning captains. Get your answers in the chat. Who are they? 1-8. 18 Premier League winning captains. Adam says Jordan Henderson. Yep, Jordan Henderson's right. Virgil van Dijk is right. Patrick Vieira, correct. Yes, Patrick Vieira. Keane, of course. Roy Keane. John Terry. Yep, John Terry's right. Adams, right. Joe, how are you? I'm good, mate. Thank you. I'm very good. Tim Sherwood's right. Rooney, no, not Rooney. Not Ferdinand. Company is right, though. Well done, Creed. Wes Morgan, 3-star, of course. Wes Morgan, how could we forget? Henderson, we've got. Vidic, yes. Nemanja Vidic is correct. Frank Lampard, no, not Frank Lampard. Steve Bruce, yes. Steve Bruce is correct. Not Dennis Irwin. Not Bernardo Silva, no. Cantona, yes. Eric Cantona with Manchester United. Gundogan and Gary Neville. Yes, Gary Neville's one and Ilkay Gundogan another. There's still 1, 2, 3. 3 left to get. Christ, we've flown through them. Not Shearer. Not Azpilicueta. No. Not Vardy. No. Brogs, do you think we win? I I think you'll be finding it tough, mate. I really do. Bournemouth have had just as many chances as United have. I mean, you've both had chances, you've both had opportunities, you've just neither of you've taken them. So, no, I think you might struggle, you know. I think Bournemouth have had 3 0-0s in their last 4 games. So, it's going to find it difficult to break them down. Kyle Walker, yep, Kyle Walker's correct. Steve Bruce, you've got. Kyle Walker, Wes Morgan, you've got. Tim Sherwood, you've got. So far, I'll give you the answers you've got. So, 18 Premier League winning captains. 18 Premier League winning captains. So far, you've got Steve Bruce, Tim Sherwood, Eric Cantona, Tony Adams, Roy Keane, Patrick Vieira, John Terry, Gary Neville, Nemanja Vidic, Vincent Kompany, Wes Morgan, Jordan Henderson, Gundogan, Walker and Van Dijk. There's still 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 3 left to get. 3 left to get. 3 left to get. Not Gary Cahill, no. Not Gary Cahill. Not Yaya Toure. We've already got Tony Adams. Shell, take it easy, lovely. Yeah, see you soon. Take it easy, Shell. Hope you're feeling better. Not De Bruyne. No, not De Bruyne, not Yaya Toure. Not N'Golo Kante, not Azpilicueta, not Zabaleta, no. 3 left to get. And they are from 2 different clubs. 3 players from 2 different clubs. Not Steve Bruce. No, you've already got Steve Bruce. Not Bernardo Silva. Sean says, win for Man United. Dan says Petr Cech. No, not Petr Cech, mate. No, not Rodri. Almost said Wilshere. Hold that, Arsenal. Not Lampard. No. Not Lampard. Not Joe Hart. No. We are doing 18 Premier League. There have only been 18 Premier League winning captains. Only 18. Not Diaz, no. 18 Premier League winning captains. You've had Van Dijk, Walker, Gundogan, Henderson, Morgan, Kompany, Vidic, Gary Neville, John Terry, Vieira, Keane, Adams, Cantona, Sherwood and Bruce. There are 3 left to get. Still 3 left to get. 3 left to get. I'm surprised Joe Hart isn't on there. Yep, Joe Hart. No, not Joe Hart at all. Lucid Mars. Does this guy even watch his own team play or just hate watches? I'll be watching Liverpool tomorrow at 12:30, mate. Yes. I'm live every single day. We do 12 games a week. They can't all be hate watches. We watched Forest against Midtjylland last night. Not Vincent Kompany. We've already got him. We've already got Kompany. We've already got Gundogan. We've already got Sherwood. Not Ince. Not Joe Hart. We've already got Van Dijk. Fernandinho. There you go. Fernandinho is 1. Fernandinho is 1. Not Dennis Irwin. 2 left to get and the players are coming out the tunnel. Fernandinho is correct. Milo Kitty. There you go. Captain Marvel. Brian Robson. Brian Robson, the very first one. Well done, Welshwing. Brian Robson and Fernandinho. There is 1 left to get. 1 left to get. Not Gary Cahill, not Aguero. 1 left to get. I've still not seen the name in the chat. We've had Wes Morgan. All the ones that you've got, I'll give you the ones you've got, and there's still 1 that you've not mentioned. You'll kick yourself. Van Dijk, Walker, Gundogan, Fernandinho, Henderson, Wes Morgan, Kompany, Vidic, Gary Neville, Terry, Vieira, Keane, Adams, Cantona, Sherwood, Bruce and Robson. 1 left to get. Not David Seaman, not Young or Carrick. None of them are right. Not Roy Keane, we've already got him. Not Ferdinand. We're nearly off for the second half. I'll have to give you the answer. I've started, so I'll finish. I can't believe no one said this fella. We've had Kompany. We've had him. Not Ivanovic, no. Not Rooney, not Beckham. Not De Bruyne. We've already got Gundogan. Not Tevez or Aguero. Not Rooney. It was The least loyal brother-in-law. Ryan Giggs. Ryan Giggs. Brian and Burmo, good save from Petrovic. Yeah, Ryan Giggs was the last one. Ryan Giggs. Can't believe no one said Giggs in the chat. Wasn't a single Giggs. Not a single shout for Giggs. Bournemouth, edge of the box. Go on, lad, hit it. Oh, garbage. If it's Van Dijk, I said it ages ago. It's not Van Dijk. It's not Van Dijk. You've already had Van Dijk. Yeah, Giggs won it, and I believe he lifted it at the DW Stadium at Wigan, didn't he? I'm sure he did. That was the time when Giggs lifted it. He was captain. And then obviously Vidic took over. Neville won it before him, and Vidic won it immediately after him. Gamer Guru, the brother you never want. Yeah, the brother you never want. I am Crute. How did no one say Giggs? Almost as bad as Key saying Vardy hadn't won a Prem. I can't believe you've remembered that one. Oh, shameful. Thank you very much, Adam. I've just seen that pop up. I apologise. If anyone sends me a thingy through, I apologise if I don't clock it. Thanks, mate. What an absolute star. Really appreciate that. If you did listen, if you liked the quiz, if you enjoyed that quiz, if you enjoy these watch-alongs, then do me a favour. Hit the like button for me. It costs you nothing. Helps me immeasurably. And obviously, listen, if you want to keep seeing these pop up in your newsfeed, then hit subscribe. If you want to keep seeing them pop up on your browse, then you need to hit subscribe. Hit your notifications, and yeah. There'll be football every day next week. Even though the international break's on, I'll be live every day. Welshring says Neville had a injury when they won, or foot injury. Have you heard about Paul Scholes and toes? I have, yes. I have. Giggs was vice captain when they won it, not officially captain. Well, that's not the it's not the source I had, I must say. But I will bow to your knowledge on that one, mate. I'll still maintain Paul McGrath could make that team over Thiago Silva or Distan. Probably not wrong. Paul McGrath was very good. I won't argue Paul McGrath too strongly. What did you make of the stick to football conversation on Neymar? I never thought Wayne Rooney and I would agree on something, but he absolutely is right. As far as I'm concerned, I've been very strong about my Neymar opinions on this channel, haven't I? Whenever anyone's mentioned Neymar, if I'm honest, anytime someone says, like, name your top players, if someone says to me Neymar's like one of their favourites, I always just look at them like they've got four heads. Like, I'm all for people having their own opinions, and that's football would be boring if everyone felt the same way. But my God, if you rate Neymar, I can only assume you spent most of your life or most of your childhood playing FIFA Ultimate Team or whatever, because he's brilliant on there. But if you've actually watched him, he's so bad. So average. Prince Rupert says, to be fair, after I found out Ryan Giggs' brother was actually married to his ex, that entire family's just weird. Yeah. Yeah, imagine thinking that your brother had got off with her and then, like, just saying, oh yeah, I'll just marry her. Like, he said, didn't he? He said, Rodri Giggs, he was like, she'd already been round, like, loads of the United team. Like, that's how he got to meet her. He got to meet her in a club because she was going there to, like, sort of fraternise with the United players. And she'd already been out with Dwight York. She'd already slept with Ryan Giggs. And then she'd been through a load of United players. And then Rodri just, like, wifed her up. It's mad, that, isn't it? Neville, Rio, Vidic and Giggs all served as captain last time United won the league. Oh, well, there you go. So it's a questionable one, isn't it, maybe? Maybe that's a bit of a dodgy one, but Giggs lifted it either way. Not sure if we could call Brazil's top scorer average, Key, when you think of their history. Yeah, I know they've played loads more friendlies now, haven't they? Bournemouth header. Lamans comes out and clears it. And it's going to be a corner. No, goal kick. Neymar was only good at Barca. Neymar's a better player than Salah. I don't think I'd agree with that one. No. Neymar was put in the same bracket as Messi and Ronaldo, and he was hardly ever playing, and when he was shite, his attitude stinks too. And Foxy, Neymar was still a good player and had a good career. Too far saying he's bad, just not in those elite levels. Money and injuries played a part. Yeah, I'll say that as well. Yeah, that's fair. Maybe I wouldn't say he was bad. He's just average. Average. Chi says, still mental to effort after she's married you. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, that bit's, yeah, of course that bit's, like, horrendous. But, like, I just don't get how you'd be like, oh, yeah, you slept with our kid. Slept with Dwight York and a load of United players. Oh, yeah, sound. Coming back hours. Like, come on. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? Prince Rupert says, oh my God, that's not even slop. It's not. It's mad, innit? It's, yeah. I'd draw the line at that. We should have had a Jeremy Kyle show episode around the gigs. It's not a bad career making big bank on crutches. That's true. Yeah. Steven says, you get better. Neymar, pretty pants. You need to step back and have a word with yourself. I do like your content a lot. Makes sense. But sometimes, come on. Well, hey, to each their own, Stephen. All I would say is Wayne Rooney and I are on the same argument in that one. And, you know, I think you'd find it difficult to say Wayne Rooney's being ridiculous about it, given the career that he had. It's not exactly an unpopular opinion to say that Neymar is overrated. Gamer Guru, so at the wedding, did the United... Yeah, well, exactly. Like, imagine... I couldn't imagine a load of United players coming to the wedding and, like, they've all had your misses. I can't, no. Not at all. You'd be cracking skulls by the end of the night, wouldn't you? Government name unknown. These players are too predictable. They're running down the flanks to cross the ball in, but where's someone going to try? When's someone going to try cutting inside? Goodness me, you're desperate for a player to cut inside. We've got about 4 of them. We can give you Cody Gakpo or Chiesa or Salah. Any of them, they'll cut inside for you. They can't run down the flanks. Blazing Bren, who do you support? I'm a Liverpool fan, mate. Who do you support? More importantly, who do you support? Oh, it's brilliant play down the left-hand side, and it's cleared out for a throw into Bournemouth. I have got another quiz, but I'm not going to waste it on this game. It's a very, very good quiz as well. Dan says, sounds like she was creating her own Ultimate Man United sticker book. Oh, aye. Oh. Her own virtual panini. Daddy O says, cracking skulls. Don't tell me he had her too. Prince Rupert says, I've seen Neymar do great things for sure, but I'll always remember him best for his rolling around. Yeah, that's it. Bournemouth, unlucky. Edge of the box. Hit that, Jimenez. Strike. Oh, unlucky. Better. Government name unknown. So many mullet and moustache men in this pub. I'm not a fan of that look, to be honest. Sure you've walked into the right pub? have you walked into the right place there, mate? Oh. The GOAT, who's looking the better side so far? Who's looking the better side? I would say second half, Bournemouth. Man United, probably 60-40 first half. Like, they were both pretty even in the first half. Both teams had big chances and wasted them. Second half, I think Bournemouth have come out the better. How many of them have you chatted up? Exactly. Adley, oh my God, these are dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. Dan says, classic Brazilian unfortunately had more potential than Salah, only showed it 1 or 2 seasons. Overall performances judged over longevity. not a couple of seasons. That's why Salah's better. Yeah, and for that reason, mate, same as when you say typical Brazilian. For me, Ronaldinho's peak is better than anything I've ever seen from any other attacking player. And I know that's an unfashionable opinion. I'm not trying to be edgy. I genuinely think Ronaldinho at his peak was totally unplayable for about 2.5 seasons. About 2.5 seasons, he was unreal. And I would still say yes, still better than Messi and Ronaldo at their peaks. Not by much, but for me, better. Government name unknown says, Jesus, I need to see the stat for how many crosses have been made in this game. Too many. Here's Bournemouth down the right-hand side now with Evan Ilson. Good run. Tidy play at him, isn't he? Here's Ryan. Gives the ball away too easily. Into feet. This is better. Ryan. Good tackle from United. Andy Ronaldinho was amazing. He had the quickest feet. Yeah, it was unreal. Great to watch as well. Creed, Key, I hope the next time you go order a McFlurry, the machine's broke. Machine's getting cleaned. Can't order one. Manguil says AC Milan Kaká was unreal. Yes, he was. I enjoyed Kaká as well. I mean, he tore us apart in a Champions League final. For one half. Welshwing, bet you disagree with what Pep said today, Key. I can name 17 teams that are more defensive than Arsenal. Of course he'll say that. He's gonna support his students, isn't he? That's his legacy. When he finishes at City, his legacy is going to be the managers who've worked under him. So he's always going to back, Arteta, Maresca, Xabi. He was always very complimentary to him. Xabi Alonso. User 688, what's the score? It's 0-0, mate. 0-0. Bournemouth clear it away. Go on, lad. You've got it. Well done. What a turn that was. That was brilliant play. Was that Evan Ilson again? He's some player, him, Foxy says the whole point about Neymar being elite because he's top scorer for Brazil. Giroud's France's top scorer. Does that mean he is elite? Thank you. Yes. What a ball. Must be. Oh, have you missed it? Have you missed it? Tavernier misses an absolute sitter. It's an absolute sitter. He's got to score. He's got to score. He has absolutely got to score. He's offside anyway. He'd be miles off. But still, massive chance. Massive chance. Yeah, Giroud's definitely not better than Henry, but he has more international goals than him, doesn't he? Dan says an interesting debate. At what point does consistency mean they are worth their ability? Hazard not far off Neymar, maybe only a couple of seasons more, but we consider him much more favourably. See, Hazard's the same bracket. That's not a pen. That's not a pen. How are you giving that a pen? Oh my God. How is that a pen? How is that a penalty? They didn't give the penalty in the first half on Maguire, did they? No. But that one, no problem. Checking badge. Let's have a little check on that, please, sir. VAR check. Checking badge. Oh, and it's Cunha who's gone down. It's not like him to dive, is it? Oh, it's not like him to dive. Absolutely shocking. He threw himself on the floor. That's madness. Absolute madness, that. He did this. He did this against Palace. He fell backwards. How are you? Oh, absolutely shocking. Never a penalty. But Manchester United are going to go 1-0 up here. Sickening. Jimenez giving him a decision to make. Oh, please, sky it. Sky it. Get it over the bar. Here he is, the greatest captain ever. Madness. Bruno Fernandes. Go on, ref. Go and barge into him, ref. He don't like that. He'll sky it if you barge into him. Soft ass. Go on. Miss it. Miss it, lad. Miss it. Miss it. Get it missed. 1-0. 1-0 United. It really is unjust, isn't it, that one? The Bournemouth have been the better side second half. Cunha throws himself on the floor and there you are, they get a penalty and it's 1-0. It's fucking sickening. Absolutely sickening. Jimmy, pens need to be looked at. Seems like there's one every game these days. Well, there is with United, isn't there? One every game with United, definitely. It's just not a penalty. I'm sorry. It's just not a pen. You're not going down like that. He's made the decision for the referee by grabbing his shirt. But I'm sorry, that is ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous, that. You can't be having that as a penalty. I'm sorry. You can't. You just can't. It's crazy. Will says, I think it says a lot that no Prem clubs came in for Neymar, even City and Chelsea with their money. No, he was always like more flashy, wasn't he? He was flashy more than anything else. Dan talking about wingers that cut inside. I miss the days of wingers that would actually put crosses in. Cutting inside's all well and good, but you can't beat a pinpoint cross onto the head of a centre forward. There's not really any centre forwards anymore, is there, Dan? Not really any centre forwards. That's the problem. Centre forwards are a dying breed. Welshwing says, thing is, Havertz got more contact than that and never got a pen. Havertz, fucking hell, another diver. Another diver. Dan says, it is a penalty. The most stupid thing is that he has to go down or he doesn't get it. I'm sorry, no, I just don't subscribe to that. I think you've got to... the referee's got to have a higher standard, a higher threshold for penalties. If you're going to give... You'll give penalties every game for that. Look at the stuff that happens on corners with Arsenal. You'd give penalties every corner. Every single corner. You can't give penalties for that. It's madness. Absolute madness. Government name unknown says it's fine. We're just going to see United get battered in the Champions League next season. Well, one can hope. One can hope. Chi-Chi, it's not any kind of attempt to play the ball. You can't just grab people when you've been beaten. All right, okay. Well, someone needs to explain that to referees watching Arsenal this season then. Like I said, I've said this all season. I think you need a higher standard to give penalties. I think we need to demand a higher threshold for penalties in the league, because to give a penalty for that, it's just madness. I'm sorry, it's just ridiculous. It's just ruining games of football. Whoever gets it. And all it's doing is encouraging numpties like that, idiots like that, to just keep going down over the soft... The one against Palace was laughable. It was never, ever, ever in a... It was a clear dive. He should have been sent off. Not Lacroix, Cunha. He should have been sent off for diving. It's clearly... it's just totally wrong. It's so wrong. So wrong. Absolute dive. Stonewall dive. And now they're bringing on defensive reinforcements because Jimenez is on a yellow card and he knows that they're up against Cunha, who'll dive at the first opportunity. So now Bournemouth are taking it out of the ref's hands, aren't they, really? Because they know he'll dive again. That's what he does all the time. Biggest diver in the Premier League, comfortably. Well done, that's a goal kick. Well done, good lad. Jamie says, let's hope Liverpool don't bottle the Conference League next season. Listen to you. Dan says, you were saying Hazard, same bracket as Neymar. I was, yes, I was. And I think that's kind of where he is. Hazard and Neymar are basically the same sort of level to me, but not players that are like elite, just like a couple of tiers below that. Very good, but not anything better. Cole says, I heard some take yesterday that Tevez is better than Neymar. Honestly, I didn't give that take, but genuinely, if you ask me, who would I want in my Premier League team, Tevez or Neymar? It's not Neymar. It ain't Neymar. Tevez was an absolute animal. He was a warrior. I'd have had Tevez in my Premier League side over Neymar every day of the week. 1,000,000%. Dan says, true, centre-forwards are rare these days. I grew up watching Quinn and Phillips up front for Sunderland with Nicky Summerby and Alan Johnston putting in quality balls. Yeah. Here we go. United in the area. Diallo, claim for another penalty. He's not giving another pen, is he? Oh, my God, look at him. They're just diving again. It's just a dive after dive after dive. This is United. Classic United. This is ridiculous. It's another dive. It's another dive, ref. Go and book him. Go and book him for diving. How many times? How many times are we going to watch this shite? Another penalty claim from him. Hit it. Oh, yes, Bournemouth! Justice. Absolute justice, that. Dive after dive after dive from United. Dive at one end, and they go and dive again. Look at Bruno Fernandes chasing the ref. Get out of town, the pair of him. That's all it is. They're just diving. That's all they've done in this game. Dive, 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 and Bournemouth are 1-1. Get in there! Wonderful stuff. It's a great goal. It's a fabulous finish. And Lamans goes down in stages. People have been telling me that Senna Lamans is the best goalkeeper in the league. You must be having a laugh. Oh, book him. Book Amad Diallo for that. Get Amad Diallo booked for that. That is crazy. The fact that he's got the brass neck to chase the referee up the pitch and say, you got it wrong, give me a... Don't talk nonsense. It's absolutely... It's never a pen. It's not even close to a pen. It's a dive. You should be booked. You should be chasing the ref to apologise for trying to con him. And Bournemouth have just nicked an equaliser, fully deserved actually, and it's 1-1, 25 left. Come on, Bournemouth. Come on, Bournemouth. Love it. Love it. That's more of a pen than the other one. Well, yeah. They're both a very low bar, aren't they? DN says, I love this. James Hill should be in the England squad. Yes, James Hill's been fantastic. But Ryan Christie scored to make it 1-1. The captain, the skipper. Come on, Lamans is shocking, says Cole. That wasn't good enough, that from Senna Lamans, was it? Wasn't good enough. Well done. Well done, the Cherries. Yes. Well done, the Cherries. That's what we wanted. Bournemouth 1-1. Fantastic stuff. Let's get another one. Let's go and get another one, Bournemouth. Come on. Let's go and get another one. Rupert, come on. Here we go. And Burmo in the area. Cleared away. Well done. Well done. Dan says, I love Ahmad for what he did on loan at Sunderland, but he's not getting a pen for that. It's so bad. Ali Alanazarov says, hello, I'm an Uzbek fan. Great to see you, mate. Lots of love to Uzbekistan. Ball in. Ah. Adzo, if you had to take one player from Bournemouth for Liverpool, who would you take? One player from Bournemouth for Liverpool. Ooh, there's quite a few, to be honest. I'd quite like Ryan. I think we could do with Ryan on that right-hand side, but I like Senesi. We could do with a centre-back, so Senesi's very good. I really like Alex Scott as well. I think Alex Scott's a good player. If I could only pick one, I'd probably pick Senesi. Yeah, Senesi's a good player. AO says, Key United Strand might still have content for next week. Yeah. He's not. I'm telling you, he'll have content for the next couple of years. They're not winning 5 in a row. They're crap, these. United content creators aren't going to be happy about this. And Daddy O says, I only went to let the dog out. That's not good. Brad Brian and Burmo coming off for Sesko. Matt says, how the hell was that pen not given? What are you talking about, Matt? Don't be like this, Matt, because you are amongst the more sensible fans that I've had in this comment section. You're a sensible lad. We don't always agree, but you're a sensible lad. Please don't start coming at me with that was a penalty on Amad Diallo, because we're just never going to see eye to eye. It was a dive. It wasn't just not a penalty, and I get it, it's not always if it's not a pen then it is a dive. I understand that. There is a shade in between. It was a dive. It was a clear dive. It was a clear dive. Header. Oh my God. Oh my God. Harry Maguire. New contract. Christ, is he going to do the old Bukayo Saka thing as well? Fucking hell. Come on, Bournemouth. Step it up. Jesus Christ. He wouldn't even be in front for fucking 2 minutes. Level for 2 minutes and straight back. But he behind. Come on. Shocking. It doesn't even... Do you know what? He doesn't even head this in. It's like a deflection onto his head. So spawny, United. Is there going to be a shove? Can we get a check? Can we get a VAR check on it, sir? Any chance? It just hits him. It hits him in the face. Doesn't even head this in. Oh, it's an own goal. Maguire's got the cheek to run away and clear him that. It's not even his goal. Oh, my God. It's so bad. It's so bad. Harry Maguire's got the cheek to run off and try and celebrate this. It is an own goal. It's the most United goal you will ever see. Fuck, come on. The most United goal you'll ever see. Fucking hell. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? What on earth are we doing here? Madness. Adam Smith coming on. Oh, goody. Krupi's coming on. Christ, Iraola's taking it seriously now. He's going to put Krupi on for a bit. Adam Smith comes on for Jimenez, I imagine, just to make sure that United don't do any more diving up against him while he's on a yellow card. Heaven forbid. Got to stop the diving. Make sure they take the lad off who's on a booking. Get him off. Unbelievable. Dan says the state of old Slabhead celebrating that goal. Shameless bastard. I know, imagine it goes, it's an own goal and you run off giving it the big, proper going over to the... Lad, it was an own goal. You didn't even touch it. You didn't even touch it. Adam Smith is the most boring name I've heard in 2026. Oh, goodness me. Bournemouth, come on. There's still time. There's still time. Bournemouth have scored, just for clarity here, Bournemouth have scored 1 goal in their last 4 games, right? They've had 3 0-0s coming into this one. 3 0-0s and 1 goal in the last 4 games. Please score 2 against United. Come on. Stick 2 past them. Daddy O, does that mean Fernandes doesn't get his half an assist from that? Obviously set pieces aren't proper goals. Oh, they'll be claiming it, won't they? They'll be claiming it, Bruno Fernandes. Oh yeah, it's another assist for Bruno. It's another assist for Bruno. He's the best of all time. Fuck off, absolute nonsense. Absolute nonsense. Absolutely laughable. Can't believe. Why? As if they've thrown that away. As if they've thrown that away. Bouncing off someone's head. Takes, I don't even... Shit. Really poor by Bruno, that. It wasn't great. It wasn't great from Bruno. And he's not been at his best, to be honest, again today. He's missed a sitter. But again, United fans will claim he's the next, he's the second coming. He's the best thing since sliced bread. Ree says it genuinely does feel like United don't have to work as hard for their goals as other teams, doesn't it? Yeah, because they get stupid soft penalties, and they get balls bobbling in off defenders' heads. I've never seen a team as lucky. Sorry, I've only seen one team as lucky. Come on, Bournemouth. Strike. Off the bar! Oh my God, talk about luck. Talk about luck with ease. Oh, Alex Scott. Absolutely unbelievable effort. Smashes the crossbar. Can't believe it. They're just so spawny, United. It hits the crossbar, bounces down, hits the goalkeeper, and goes out for a corner. You just don't get any more lucky. You just can't get any luckier than that. Come on. Tavernier, ball in. Put it on that keeper. Fuck. It's a brilliant strike from Alex Scott. Honestly, that goalkeeper, I hope he buys a ticket. I don't need to buy a ticket for the lottery, but you know what I mean? If he put 2 lucky dips on tonight, he'd win twice. Just madness. Come on. Come on. Big chance here. Big chance here if you can get it right. Yes, Ryan. Get at him. It's only Luke Shaw. Get at him. Get at him. Go on. Strike. Fucking shite. Absolutely shocking. Government name unknown. Keeper struggling to save the shots coming to his left-hand side. He's a bit like Dida, isn't he? Do you remember Dida? Dida couldn't save anything to his... Was it to his right? Anything to his right, Dida couldn't save. He really struggled with shots to his right-hand side. Senna Lamons is probably the same. In fact, that's true, isn't it? Because the shot against Everton, there was a couple of shots against Bournemouth in the 4-4 where you looked at and thought, we should have done better with that, the keeper. Yeah, he has been a bit suspect to his left, hasn't he? It's a good point, that. That's been a little bit suspect to his left. Stephen Grant says this one's got Desmond written all over it. Yeah, I think so too. I think 2-2. I think a draw. Luke says, do you think Liverpool will win anything this season? We've got every chance. I don't think we will, but we've got every chance. In the box, must be! Penalty and a red card! Penalty and a red card! Come on! Clear chance! Yes! Red card! Get in there! Yes! Penalty and a red card! Get off! Get off, Maguire! Get off the pitch! Yeah, look at him, look. It wasn't me. Yeah, it was you. Get off the pitch. Get off the pitch. Red card and penalty. Red card and penalty. Justice. Look at Carrick having a whinge. Come on. First time. First time. You don't get second chances at that. You can't drag him down, you divvy. What are you doing? Get him off the pitch. Get him off the pitch. He's just slowing it down. Red card and a penalty, ref. Yes, please, sir. Red card and a pen. No, he's not even tried to play the ball. He's not even tried to play the ball. Red card and a penalty, please, sir. Yes. Yeah, Bruno, listen, keep whinging. You'll go as well. You'll go as well. Fantastic play from Bournemouth, and now the 10 men could be level. Whoa, I don't think 2-2's happening. I think this one's a win. Come on. It's a fabulous touch, that, from Evan Nilsson. Oh, it's just so bad. So bad from Maguire. The clearest red card and penalty you will ever see. He's hauled him down. He's hauled him down. Red card to Harry Maguire. Penalty for Manchester United to defend now. Bournemouth are going to be 2-2. 2-2. Get off, Harry. I hope that contract was worth it, cock. Come on. Come on. It's a wonderful chance for Bournemouth to make it 2-2 here. And with 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. And, this is brilliant. 10 minutes left. Plus, against 10 men. Come on, Croupy. Come on, Croupy. Do it for all of us. Do it for the watching world. We all want you to do it, lad. Come on. The teenager. Eli Croupy, fantastic season. Big moment for the young man. Come on. Big moment for the young man. We're all rooting for you. Croupy. Yes! There you go. 2-2. Get in there. 2-2. 2-2. Croupy, yeah, give it a bit of that. Love that celebration, lad. Love it. Gotta respect that. And do you know what? Fair play to the young man. Great to see. Fabulous to see. 18 years of age. Fair play to him. Well done. Big moment that. Stepped up in a big moment. Well done. Absolutely fantastic for Eli Croupy. He's having a great season. 18 years of age. Fabulous penalty, isn't it? Absolutely sensational penalty. Puts it right in the corner, right in the side netting. And it's there, 2-2. Oh, we love it. That lad's never getting a haircut. It'll be white. He'll have like a white afro, won't he? A full-on white afro. It'll be like, you ever seen the film Undercover Brother? He's got like that. They have all them gadgets. And he pulls his hair out and it's like that. I feel like Undercover Brother. Go on. White afro. Or grey afro. Might have to get a bit of Just for Men on it. Oh, here we go. Aiden Heaven's coming on. Aiden Heaven. Oh, and Agate. Oh, it gets better. Casemiro and Cunha off. Agate and Heaven on. I'm in heaven. Now I'm in heaven. Come on. Oh, Bournemouth. Put them to the sword here. Put them to the sword. Finish these donuts off. They're shocking. Agate coming off. Agate coming on could be brilliant. Sensational. Reece says, no arguments there, but I have to confess, I do love Harry Maguire. I'd still have him starting for England. Me too. Yeah, me too. As much because he's just entertaining. It's entertaining. He's always got a mistake in him, Harry Maguire, hasn't he? He's a bit like the Jordan Pickford of centre-backs. He's the Jordan Pickford of centre-backs. Connor says, tell you what, City got 4 massive fixtures coming out. Arsenal in the final, Liverpool in the FA Cup, Chelsea in the league, and then Arsenal again in the league. Dan says, with a white afro, he'll look like a dandelion. A dandelion, yeah. The United dandelion. Oh, poor lad. Poor lad. Fair play. It's good fun. It's all good fun. All good fun. That'll teach Maguire for celebrating an own goal. Karma. This is what it is. This is what it is. It's karma. They've absolutely deserved nothing tonight, United, the way they've played. And throwing yourself down like that, it's karma. Absolute karma. Come on, Bournemouth. 7 minutes plus added time. Please. Please. Just go for it. You've got loads. They're absolutely bricking it now, United. They're absolutely bricking it. Adam says, I went away at 0-0 and now it's 2-2 with a red. What's happening? It's 2-2 with a red because Harry Maguire ran off pretending that he'd scored and he hadn't. It had hit someone in the head. It was a Bournemouth own goal. He hadn't even touched it, but he ran off celebrating. United went 2-1 in front, and then Harry Maguire up the other end dragged someone down. Clear red card. Doesn't even try and play the ball. DN says Bruno Fernandes is too good for this team. Yeah, he shoots at Brighton or something like that, doesn't he? That's another penalty! Oh, he ran across him there. Government name unknown says Bournemouth have been the better team in the second half. They don't deserve to lose. No, as an absolute minimum, I would have expected Bournemouth to get a point tonight. But the way that they're playing and the way United are playing, you know, you've got to fancy him to get the win here. Got to fancy him to get a win. Cole says it was like when Maguire pretended he got kicked in the face. Yeah, this is it. This is it, United fans. They're all having a whinge. They're all having a whinge and saying, oh, we're all hard done to. Well, there was none of them who was doing that when Harry Maguire pretended to get kicked in the head. It's just karma. Karma is a real thing. Karma is a real thing, right? And you can't go around cheating like that. Total cheating, which is what it is, and not expect the football gods at some point to come back for you. That's what's happened there. That is what's happened there. Harry Maguire claiming a goal that he didn't touch, and then acting like he got kicked in the head when he never did, and then dragging some poor lad down when he's clean through on goal. Oh, here we go. Delaw's gone down now. They're all screaming for red cards on Bournemouth. They're all screaming for red cards on Bournemouth now as well. Carl says, you can't give the Maguire one and not the Ahmad one. They are identical. Eh? The Ahmad one and the Maguire one are not even close to identical. Not even close to identical. I don't know where you're getting that from. Ryan has been taken off, and Ben... Oh, please let Ben Doak score. Please let Liverpool legend Ben Doak. Come on, Ben Doak. Imagine Ben Doak comes on and scores the winner here. Imagine Ben Doak comes on and scores the winner. Gamer Guru says United fans become bile when they are losing their composure. It's true. It's very true. Joe says Maguire's on the floor and standards are on the floor. Standards are through the floor. This is Manchester United we're talking about. Absolutely shocking. Over to the left-hand side. Dan says, but the Cunha foul was a penalty. There is no difference between the two pens. The Cunha one wasn't a pen. Cunha one wasn't a pen for me. Wasn't a penalty at all. But if you're giving that one, you have to give the second one. And when I say the second one, I mean the Bournemouth one, not the United one. I'm not even talking about the Ahmad one. The Ahmad one is such a ridiculous claim. To even suggest that that's a penalty, I'm sorry, we can't. It's just laughable. We're just not even talking about football at that point. Long ball forward, Evan Ilson into the area. Dylan, yeah, we'll just move him on, mate. Spamming's not even... I'm not even that bothered, but if someone else starts spamming, it's just annoying for you, lads. Into the area, Bournemouth. Well done, Doak, unlucky. Cleared away. United living dangerously here. There's only 2 minutes plus added time left. United living very, very dangerously here. United defending for their lives, says government name unknown. Kuna, I recall a Champions League semi-final where Liverpool robbed Chelsea with a ghost goal. The thing is, if it hadn't have been a goal, that one, it would have been a penalty and a red card to Petr Cech. So, to be honest, I'm fine. To be honest, Chelsea got quite lucky with that because they kept 11 men on the pitch. It would have been far better for Liverpool if he'd have sent Petr Cech off. Far better. Cheers, 3-star. Connor says, Key. Oh, come on. Don't be dimming me flame. Bruno looks exhausted, carrying the club. Long ball over the top. Well done. Great defending from Bournemouth. Very, very well done. Very, very well done. Oh, Bournemouth are in. Get it in, lad. Oh, so unlucky. 20 seconds plus added time left to go. 20 seconds. Graham says he only plays once a week. Well, I was going to say, that's the big thing for Bruno Fernandes, isn't it? Once a week he plays. Anyone can play well playing once a week. He's not knackered like Liverpool and City and Arsenal and Chelsea and United players are. Or Liverpool, City, Arsenal and Chelsea, not United. 9 minutes of added time. 9, come on. 9 minutes. 2-2, Neil. Bournemouth 2, Man United 2, 90th minute, and Harry Maguire has been sent off. Bournemouth currently the longest unbeaten run in the Premier League with 10 unbeaten, 10 games unbeaten. Bournemouth need to take these chances or United might snatch a winner. Cov City says, do you see this being Bournemouth's season now? On the beach, nothing to play for. Well, you say that, but they're not actually that far away from Europe, mate. If Bournemouth were to win here, they would go up to 8th. They would go above Everton. They would go above Everton and they would only be 4 points behind Chelsea. Long ball in, Lammon's claims, too easy that. Far too easy. Welsh Wing says Arsenal were also the last team to beat Bournemouth. Yeah, we remember that one as well. That was a bit fluky. Fluky. Coley says, have you got no graphic for the red card? Yeah, I have. It's on the lineups on the left-hand side. Or the right-hand side as you look at it. So you'll see Harry Maguire. When the lineups come up in a second, you'll see Harry Maguire sent off. Another yellow card. User 936, you make Gary Neville's punditry listening. Thanks, mate. Doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. You might want to reread that one back and have another go. Someone help him. Here we go. Doak. Oh, Ben Doak. Giving the ball away there. You've got to get back. You've got to work hard and get back. Bruno over to Shaw. Don't let him score here. Well done. Well done. Throw in. Great play. Yeah, there you go. Harry Maguire, red card. Dan says table doesn't lie. United deserve their place in the table. Absolutely they do. At the end of the day, I think the table frequently tells lies throughout the season. It never lies after 38 games. But frequently throughout the season, you'll look at teams. I mean, Bournemouth started the season unbelievably well. They were in the Champions League places for large parts of the first couple of months, weren't they? And then if you look at Villa, for example, I don't think Villa scored a goal until mid-September, did they? They were playing terribly. What a fantastic season Villa have had. What a fantastic season they've had. Ryan, I love the watch-alongs, key, mate. Cheers, man. Thank you. I love watching the games with you. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. I enjoy it. Daddy-O says, is it just reflex to say stuff about Arsenal? It was fluky when we won there. It was a hard-fought game, but we won fair and square. No one's saying you didn't win fair and square, but there was an element of luck to it. Bournemouth played really well. Arsenal, again, set pieces, couple of scrappy ones. Yeah. Not saying you didn't deserve to win it, but it was a little bit fluky. Reggie says the table definitely lies. Liverpool were 5 points clear of the first. Well, exactly, yeah, there you go. That's another example. Brad Pitt family says it's going to be 3-2. Let's hope so. Foul, yep, Sesko there. WATP, love the lives from Scotland. Cheers, man. I've got family up in Dumfries. Lots of love to the Scots. Welsh Ring says, and Arsenal have spent... Oh, what an entertaining... Oh, here we go. Well, we can't even take that seriously. Brendan says, do you reckon Bruno should get the PFA Player of the Year key? No, mate, I don't. No. Don't wind me up. Kian, what's left, Key? 4 minutes. 4 added minutes. There's 9 minutes been given, but there's 5 minutes in. Yeah, 5 minutes in. Cov City says, as much as many of us don't want Arsenal to win the league, you have to say they may not play beautiful football, but when's the standards to win a league ever been? You have to play beautiful football. No, it's true. And no one's going to remember whether they are the worst or most boring side to watch. No one's going to remember that in years to come. It'll just have Arsenal 2026 engraved in the title. And that's fine. That's no one, but all I'm saying is, when they come in and say, oh, why don't you want us to win? That's the answer. That is the answer, isn't it? Gone says only banter. Key's a legend. I live like 1 to 2 hours away from Dumfries. Oh, nice. Well, to be honest, it's not Dumfries. It's near Dumfries. It's getting on towards like Kirkcudbright and places like that. Ryan, did you think it was a red, personally? Of course it was a red. Of course it was a red. Definitely a red. Kian, who would you back for Player of the Year? Who I would pick for Player of the Year is not who will win Player of the Year. Player of the Year is going to be, inevitably, as it always is, the title winner. Someone from a title winner. And I think the only player that you can pick is Declan Rice. It'll only be Declan Rice. And it's not even been Declan Rice's best season for Arsenal. Strike, great block from Bournemouth, well done. Yeah, it's not even been Declan Rice's best season, but he will win Player of the Year. He'll definitely get it, because it's a World Cup year as well. So he'll get it without having to be brilliant. He has been very good, but I mean, do you know what I mean? He's not been like, wow, but he's been very good, very consistent. Right, Brendan, don't start. Don't start with that stuff. Cov says, I think it's probably been the same with my Coventry to a degree. We haven't played wonderful football, or we would have run away with the league, but we haven't. Feels like Coventry have took the foot off the Championship a little bit, haven't you? Government name unknown, Mason Mount should have spent all this time off the pitch in the gym. Bro is getting thrown about. Zolo says, will you be uploading videos on that American road trip you're doing, Key? Maybe. If it happens, it's still not determined that it's absolutely happening yet, but it might well be. It might well be. If it does, then, yeah, brilliant. I'll definitely do a little vlog on it or something. Kian says, Gabriel has a shout. He's been more influential. I just think Gabriel's had more mistakes in him, though, as well. He's just, I don't know, for me, Rice is the better. Rice is the better. Matt says, even with this draw or a loss, Man United are still above Liverpool this weekend. Well, hey, put that in the trophy cabinet, Matt. Put it in there. I never thought that United fans would be getting all, erect over fucking above Liverpool in the table in March. Wow. Dan says, Key, Arsenal win with boring football or City with 115 hanging over them. What's more damaging to the game? Well, City haven't been proven to do anything wrong. I mean, the boring football is definitive and conclusive. It's already been proven. Everyone believes it. Everyone knows it and sees it week in, week out. 115's not proven. As far as innocent until proven guilty is the standard we hold in this society. And it's a very important standard as well. So, no. It's not a... I don't think there's an issue with City winning it again until they are found guilty. United stand ain't getting a haircut, lad. No chance. Dan says, Rice has been unreal, extremely consistent, high-quality, driven leader, goals and assists, complete midfield performance this year. He has been very good. He's been Arsenal's most important player for me. Bournemouth, last chance of the game, really, for them. Doak. Got to get the ball in the box, Senesi. Got to get it in the box. Stood up to the far post. Header. Second balls. Corner. Corner to Bournemouth. Here we go. Corner to Bournemouth. Matt says, all for banter, but clear bias is kind of frustrating, mate. Well, who are you to define clear and what and unclear? I don't like United. I'm a Liverpool fan. You don't like Liverpool. You're a United fan. Like, this is not news. This is not news. Last minute corner to win the game. Come on. No, cleared out. Ref's going to blow up. He's dying to blow up here. Keep it in. Keep it in. Full time. There you go. Bournemouth 2. Man United 2. United throwing it away. Throwing it away. They're inviting Liverpool back in front. Get them back in front. We'll be in front of him soon. Get him. Well, as soon as we play him, by the time we play him at Old Trafford, we'll be in front of him. We'll be in front of these. 2-2. Very, very fair. 3 stars says, Key, I was on FFTV earlier and you're only starting last year. With you only starting last year, you're now only 17k subscribers behind FFTV. Scary, innit? It's crazy. But again, it's testament to you guys. Absolutely. This is, we keep showing up and watching the footy together, and as long as that keeps happening, then all good. All good. No Alisson or Salah tomorrow. No Alisson or Salah. Going to be a difficult game for Liverpool tomorrow against Brighton. I will be live for it. I will be live for it tomorrow. Brighton against Liverpool, 12:30 kickoff. I'll be live at 11:45, just after the team news has come out, so we can get in the build-up. We can get the build-up to Liverpool. It's a massive game, that one. As soon as that one's finished, well, I say as soon as that one's finished, we're doing Everton against Chelsea. Everton against Chelsea, 5:30 tomorrow night. So 2 big games tomorrow. Sunday, massive. Sunday is maybe the biggest day we've done on Premier League Dad as a channel. It's going to be huge. We're going to start off with the Tyne-Wear derby, Newcastle and Sunderland, just to get us warmed up. Then we're going to do the Carabao Cup final. And then we're going to finish the night with a little watch-along of the Madrid derby. Real Madrid against Atletico. Atletico flying. They've beat Barca. They've done really well this season. And Real Madrid desperately needing to win to keep the pace at the top of the table. So we will be there again, live again, for multiple games this weekend. Matt says Carrick set the team up great with 10 men to defend the point. Yeah, he shouldn't have been in that position full stop, should he? K Jones, he says United are horrendous. Andy says see you for the Liverpool game. Peace out. Prince Rupert, see you tomorrow. Key and chat. See you tomorrow, everyone. Don't forget, before you leave, if you do want to follow us tomorrow with the watch-alongs, make sure you've clicked up here if you're on TikTok. Make sure you've left a like if you're on YouTube. Make sure you've liked and subscribed. And I will be back tomorrow for those games. Where are we up to? Andy, see you for the Liverpool game. Charlie, what are your score predictions for the Everton match tomorrow? I think you'll get something, you know, mate. I'm actually cheering Everton on in that one. I'd rather Everton win tomorrow. In fact, there you go. We're blue. We're blue for tomorrow. The royal blue for Everton. Actually, no. We're red first for Liverpool against Brighton. Then we'll be blue for Everton against Chelsea. Don't want to go blue too soon, or I'll be feeling blue. So no, we'll have red on for tomorrow for the Liverpool Brighton game first, and then obviously Everton against Chelsea. So if you want to join me for them, make sure you followed. Thank you everyone for all the likes, all the comments, all the shares. Mega appreciate you all in the chat, and I will see you all tomorrow. Have a lovely, lovely Friday night. Take it easy. Lots of love. Ta-da.